and gentlemen, welcome to another Palm Wine Central podcast episode. I'm one of your hosts, Uncle AK. With me, I got my good people, man. But before that, if it's your first time checking this channel, hit that subscribe button. And thank you for rocking with us. Follow us on all social and streaming platforms at PWC Cast or Palm Wine Central Podcast. And this episode is sponsored by SITM Podcast. Go follow them on all streaming platforms and social platforms. It's unique like that. Yeah. Chef T, what's good with you, man? You looking
was good. Back to see everybody. You know, it's a new week. I feel alive. I feel great. Getting ready to jet out the country.
I knew it. That's why you look like that. I was about to say you go somewhere. It don't make no sense.
I'm gonna be gone for a little bit. So for those that that be tuning in, don't miss me too much.
We won't.
Okay. I said, boy, can you move your head like this?
Nah, I'm not a bobblehead. Stop it.
Oh, okay. Just checking. Anyways, man.
You look nice, though. You look nice. Your hair, you look good.
Thank you.
Where you going?
Going back home, motherland.
Oh, yeah. Going home. He say, Yoruba man, you come back with your wife.
Hey. I'll let you know if I'm successful.
I should give you this bitter cola I have.
Oh, that wouldn't do. I beg.
I have enough, my guy. I have enough.
Hey, Lord.
Don't worry.
What the heck? Wait, you went to the store and bought that?
No. Somebody brought it back from home.
And you took all of that. What are you planning to do?
I was about to say, what you planning to do with that?
Yeah, what do you do with
it? It's my source of caffeine. But it was a big bag. It was a bag. So I just took one good bag and I just put it in the bag. And...
Your source of what caffeine? It has caffeine in it?
Yeah.
Says who?
says my ancestors.
That's why it gives stamina.
Coca-Cola gods.
Yeah, it has
stamina.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's the caffeine. I didn't know it had caffeine in it. I just know it gives stamina.
Yeah.
It gives stamina.
Uncle Sonny doesn't eat it too often.
So why don't you
drink about dates?
Kyle, don't come out here and start talking rubbish now. Talk about something.
Sorry. Okay.
Continue.
Okay. Let me leave my dates alone.
What did he say?
I said the same as dates. You eat some natural dates,
He said, "Oh no, it gives you stamina."
Not as much as tiger nuts, though.
Oh, I mixed the two. How about that?
Yes, that's the combo.
Yeah,
with some coconut
piece. And I throw a coconut in there.
Ew.
Oh yes,
delicious.
Very delicious.
I don't like
a lot of dates.
So maybe that's why.
Good.
Oh, probably.
I just don't like the process. The process takes too long.
Mm-hmm. No, we don't. Only if you're frequent with it, it don't take too long.
Yeah.
Okay. Richard, what's good with you?
Hi y'all. Everything is good. Happy Tuesday.
You finally got your days right. Yay! Anyways, man. T, what up, though?
All right. I'm here. So, I guess it was a good day.
Your forehead like this. Let me see something. Your forehead like this. Let me see something. That girl, that like shiny.
I thought it was going to make noise when you wipe it like the little.
Oh yeah, I do have a big shiny forehead.
No, the light is coming down. The light is coming down like this, and it's reflected. Anyways, man. Baba Lord, what's good with you?
What's popping? Another day, another dollar. Happy to be back.
Yes, so what's under your hat? Because I think I seen your hair fell like this today.
Oh no!
The hat today.
I took them Jones out.
Okay, so that one was for the streets, and then now you come back here, you bring hat.
Not for the streets.
Nah, bro. I always wear hats, man.
Okay.
Check every episode.
Checking the seat.
He said check.
Check, bro.
Check every episode for somebody. You gotta check. You never see.
Right.
Check the episode. You won't even see one.
You don't be there.
Go back.
Every episode that I'm in. Every episode I'm most. Okay, let me say.
So you mean every quarter?
Every 3 months.
Like I said, if I'm in it, there's a hat in it too.
Sorry, sir. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much.
AK, how are you? You know, you always like check in and then you don't never check, like tell us what like you got going on.
I'm good. I'm good. Very
That
good.
is true.
That is true.
Okay.
I'm good.
Before we get into our first topic, okay, I got
Wait, hold on. Before we get to the topic, is it just me? Have you guys realized it's really hot? Like, dog, it's like extremely hot. But these other people up here, the Texans, don't even say nothing.
I was about to say, you just realizing?
It's hot in Maryland too, bro. It's hot.
Bro. Like, it's really hot, man. I don't understand what's going on. I can't even stand outside.
Global warming.
You go outside, you come back, you got a tan. They're like, damn, you came from Jamaica? Nah, I just went outside.
Yeah.
No, seriously,
it's real out here.
It's hot. Like,
I don't know how y'all do it over there, man. How do you?
I don't know how I'm doing it either. I literally put makeup on the other day, and my foundation does not match my skin tone.
You put on makeup
because you're darker, right?
Yes,
you have to have two. Yeah,
so
you have to have two.
I had to go and get a dark foundation and a light foundation just in case.
You have to, and then in the winter you're gonna get it back.
Yeah, so ghetto out here, but okay. I have a.
Hey, hold on. First, you have to have two what?
Whenever it gets hot, like us girls, in the summertime we get darker, so our shade changes. So our foundation is not going to be the color that we usually use. So we have to like kind of accommodate to make it accommodate our skin tone. And then in the wintertime, I get lighter, so that way I have to change my foundation to accommodate my skin tone in the wintertime.
Let's just go to this.
Or you mix it too. Wear your sunscreen.
You have two colors instead of one.
I have two colors instead of one. Yeah.
And that's two numbers as well, right? Two colors and two numbers.
Yo, it's funny you said that.
Okay. All right now. I don't know what baby's is teaching you, but all right, shout out to her.
He's practicing for his Nigeria trip.
Nigeria.
Nah,
they're not using colors. It's only here that they're using the colors and numbers.
You will be shocked.
Right. Okay. Before I get into the first, I got an icebreaker for y'all. All right. A woman was born in 1975 and died.
No, immediately no.
I beg.
Immediately no.
Continue.
Hey, yo.
Wait. Okay. A woman was born in 1975 and died in 1975. She was 22 years old at the time of her death. How?
She was born in 1975.
She was born in 1975 and she died in 1975. She was 22 years old at the time of her death. How?
They born her in the apartment. She was crippled, so she stayed there till she died in the same apartment. Next question.
She
died after 20.
The way that you explained it was just so funny. The way it's okay, but you are right though. She died in the same.
True.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Say it again.
What? Say it again, T?
Wait, what?
Stop playing.
She died in the same room 22 years. Like she died in the same room.
The 1975. I thought about it, but I was like, she didn't say the year. So I was like,
she was born in 1975 and died in 1975.
Oh, the room number was 1975.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
But the way that T like explained the story, I was like, okay, you're going somewhere with this. You're really going somewhere with this.
I was about to say a whole nother thing. Thank God she saved me.
I'm weak.
Okay. What were you gonna say? I need to hear your
Nah.
Nope.
It's too late. You've already given the answer. I'm gonna
just say you're not gonna be around for a while. Just go ahead and say it.
Okay.
Nah, I was about to say like she was reborn, like she got baptized
in 1970s.
Was she?
Sir.
Okay. So her past died. Gotcha.
Okay, let me try one more. All right. Let's see.
Hold on. Is it the same that kind of twisted? If it's the same thing, I just
AK doesn't want brain teaser. Please bring it.
This one is a math question.
Right,
bring it.
Okay.
He is a mathematician. I'm out.
Yeah, leave me out of that shit.
Yeah, I felt bad, so y'all can have this shit. Okay. 100 divided by 4 times 2 plus 3.
Jesus Christ. You have
53.
I gotta write it out.
Say that again.
She said 100 divided by 4
divided by
times
4
2 plus 3.
Correct. Okay, so this is how it would look if we wrote it out. 100 divided by 4, parentheses, 2 plus 3, close parentheses.
2 plus 3, close parentheses.
Yeah, you solve the
in that
brackets.
case,
You solve the brackets.
You guys remember what PEMDAS is? Y'all know PEMDAS?
I was literally saying PEMDAS.
PEMDAS. Okay, so what's the
that's
answer?
125.
That's 25.
You said
25 times 5.
Times 6.
You said 2 plus 3 like that?
2 plus 3, yeah.
You said 2 plus 3.
2 plus 3. Who put 2 plus 2 minus 3? No.
Nah, AK got something else going on there. That
might have solved my problem.
In the one bracket is 100 divided by 4, and then the other bracket is 2 plus 3.
Yeah. So brackets first and then multiply.
Is 125.
25.
25 times 5. 100 divided by 4 is 25. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 times 25, 125.
Go ahead, son.
It's 125.
Yeah.
Come on.
Good job.
Okay.
I passed math with flying colors.
Let's get into the next topic. I had another one, but we'll wait till later. But
bring it. I beg. You're on a roll.
There you go. Okay,
because you have answered that one now.
Wait, hold on. You said the answer.
I'm smoking.
It's 125.
This is like Jeopardy. I beg for 1,000. I'm ready. Let me double my money.
They get out here doing fact checks.
Well, actually, it says the answer
is 5. It's not 5.
20. Sorry, sir. They said the answer is 20.
20? How?
No, not doing PEMDAS right. Do y'all know what PEMDAS means? Please explain to me what PEMDAS is. Somebody tell me what it is. What's the P? Okay, what's the P?
Parentheses.
T, what's the E?
Equation.
Yeah.
It's not equation.
I know God math. I did not go to school here. I know a different name for it.
I know the name T knows too. I know that one.
Yeah, I know the God math. So they are PEMDAS. They are calling
multiplication, addition, subtraction.
Exponent is not E is.
If you do the parentheses first, isn't it 5?
No, you do the both parentheses first.
Which one? The
104.
2 of them are in parentheses. Both of them are in parentheses.
Oh, I thought the 100 was out of the way, and then
no. AK wrote it wrong.
Hold on. She said,
let me put it in.
Hold on. She said 100 divided by parentheses 2, 3, right? Parentheses
right.
2. That's what she said, right?
That's exactly what she said.
No,
she said
100. There's one parentheses, and the parentheses is the 2 plus 3. There's no parentheses around the 100 divided by 4.
Yeah, Tayo, I don't know where you came from with that one.
No, that's what she said. She said
she said. You said 2 parentheses.
No, I didn't. I said 100 divided by 4.
Okay, then the answer is not correct. So how
then it's different. It's different then. That's not the answer.
Then it's different. It's not 1.
Go ahead, AK. Go ahead, AK. Go ahead, bro.
Tayo, bro. Like, you know what?
Okay, let me change the answer then. So this is how you meant it. It's supposed to be written like this.
100.
We all sat here and heard the same thing. You went on computer.
No, I wasn't the only one that said
it. Your ChatGPT was not working.
That's how you said the question.
The answer is the answer is wrong. Sorry, because
that's what I said. It's not going to be
wrong. Because
what I wrote.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be a parentheses in the beginning. It's only the parentheses around the 2 plus 3.
Oh, see.
So the answer is actually 5.
Really?
Yeah.
4 times. Yeah. Oh.
How so?
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
Because you didn't just say the answer is
No, she's right.
I just asked the question.
She wrote it wrong.
I asked the question. That's it.
Why you? Answer the show you're walking.
Like nah. Now you add the parentheses and then hold on.
What are you guys talking about?
Yeah.
Parentheses.
You add the 2 plus 3, then you times it by 4, which will give you 20. Then you do 100 divided by 20. That gives you 5.
What's this guy talking about? What are you getting 4?
The 4 is right there.
The 4 is there.
You didn't look in the chat.
100 divided by 4.
100 right or 4 in parentheses. Oh, I missed the 4 then. I missed the 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
so now everybody was hearing their own equation then.
I missed the 4.
Hey,
that
at least,
turns.
hey, if we
Yeah,
had
times the 4, yeah.
if we had a podcast battle with other podcast members, like who's smarter than a 5th grader, I don't know how well we're gonna do.
I don't know about that title.
I don't know. I don't know why you're talking.
A 5th grader.
I don't know why you're talking.
I don't need a pen.
Pim does.
Daddy pendergrass.
What? What's happening right now?
I don't need that to tell me I'm smarter than a 5th grader. Whatever thing she said.
I thought she was trying to say PEMDAS again.
Exponents. That's what it is. The E is exponents.
You're still on that E.
That's what I said. I said the E was exponent, bro. Why
you said equation?
You said equation.
No, he said after that. He said exponent. He said exponent after that.
I didn't
this
hear
is what he said. You said exponent, expression, equation. You said all of the E.
I said exponent.
Expression.
I said exponent 3 times even.
I did hear expression.
All right.
And I repeated, and then I said the rest. So, anyways, move on.
Okay, let's move on to.
Well done, sir. Well done.
All right, one more.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll bring this later.
Geography now, since you went to math and English. What is geography next? What the heck?
You don't have it.
I don't have a geography question. I'm not NCJP.
I was just about to say that.
NCJP would have said I don't have a geography question. Okay. What's the capital of Maryland?
Why me?
Because you asked for a geography question. So there you go.
Ooh.
What's the capital of Maryland?
Okay.
Is it not Baltimore?
Oh, he got it.
You said Baltimore.
It's not
Who said
Baltimore.
Nah, girl.
Me, I'm asking. Is it not? It's not.
No. It's not Baltimore. It's not Baltimore.
Oh, really? What is
AK
it?
said it. AK said it.
I did not hear. That's why I'm asking.
Oh.
Annapolis.
Annapolis.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey,
She used to be in Maryland, though. You should
So
know.
what the fuck I'm doing with the capital of Maryland?
F that entered the equation.
My goodness. You never went to the Bay Area.
I've gone to those places. What do I care about where it is?
Okay, well, Lord.
AT, you know what you should do? You should ask him what's the capital of Oklahoma. Let's see.
No, I was about to
Oh
ask,
no,
Lord.
that's Tulsa.
Lord, what's the capital of Idaho?
Idaho.
You a hoe. You a hoe. How about that?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't know.
That's a good answer.
And that's why you don't know the answer. God may thunder fire you because you calling people hoes out here. What's the capital?
Idaho. That's it.
He said it.
The capital of Idaho?
It's the potatoes.
Bobby.
Oh, it's a potato?
No, don't listen to her.
I'm like, girl, what are you talking about?
Don't let her get you
All I
stuck.
heard was it's a potato. I'm over here trying to think of potato. Sweet on
Nah, don't do
They
that.
have the Idaho potatoes over there. That's what I just said.
That's where potatoes are like no.
That's the potato capital or some whatever they call
It
it.
is.
Starts with a B. You get 5 seconds. Come on, starts with a B.
I said the answer.
Oh, you did?
I'm gonna type
What?
it.
Say it.
Boise.
Oh, Boise. Oh, wait, they got potatoes?
Got it?
Well, yeah. Tyler, what's the capital of New Zealand?
Chai.
The
You take me outside the country. That's not fair.
Yeah, I gotta switch it up.
I need AI to help me with that one.
What's the capital
New
of
Zealand?
It's Wellington.
Well, I would have never.
All right,
known.
and T, last one. Okay, then we can move on. What's the capital of?
I'm out.
Hey,
No, don't
has
disappear
gone.
now. Don't try
She
to
has
disappear
gone.
now.
research.
She ran away.
What's the
I did not ask for a geography question. I don't know why I'm catching strays.
What's
Go
the
ahead.
capital of Florida?
Oh,
It's Tampa.
nope.
Miami. It's Tampa or Miami, one of them.
Nope. It's Central.
Wait. For the what is it they call them? The louder,
Where they have the parks,
the fuck louder person. Which one?
the amusement parks.
Oh, where's that?
You just throw it out all types of days at this point.
It starts with an O.
It don't start with an O.
Oh,
It's not an
Orlando.
O?
Loud and wrong. Your dress is too tight.
It's not Orlando, bro.
Oh,
What is it?
damn. She said it's not an O. Not a. Don't say
Not
the
an O.
answer. It's
What is it?
It's
Portland.
Tallahassee. Tallahassee.
Tallahassee?
Oh, snap.
I was getting there.
That's
No,
what
you
she
wasn't.
No, you weren't.
You ain't give me time.
You were not.
You weren't
Tallahassee.
outside of shit. Can't remember shit.
Hey, chill out,
Hey,
man.
yo.
Fall back.
Okay,
Shut up.
all
I
right.
was getting there.
Let's move on to the topic. All right, y'all. So
Good
job. You guys
Why
need
do
to
a man like that? Your dress too tight. You
I
just said,
told her fall back, man. They gotta relax, man. You know, just be chill.
oh,
Chilling
just,
over here, man.
just tell her it's tight and right.
oh man.
Sorry, sir. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if you guys were like paying attention to the presidential elections. So, you know, we had the DNC just wrapped up last week in Chicago, and then they had the RNC. The RNC was where? Where was it again? Was it in DC?
No, it wasn't. Hell
Wasn't
no,
in
it wasn't
DC.
DC.
It was, where was the RNC?
I would have knew.
I know DNC was in Chicago.
I just said the title.
I'm just making sure. I was following. I'm just making sure.
RNC was in Milwaukee. There you go.
Milwaukee.
That's a dead state.
True.
Facts. It's in Milwaukee. But yeah, so the RNC was basically like obviously the Republican National Convention, and it was just a whole bunch of nonsense that was taking place. People just basically like the Republicans targeting Kamala, and basically just Trump explaining why he's right.
Amber Rose giving that nonsense speech.
Amber Rose, I don't know.
Oh my God, what people say about Trump, it's not right. Trump is a good man. Oh, I cannot. But I was like, girl, you don't. How much money did they pay you to talk on this joint? She was.
Yeah, I don't know.
He had the voice down to the.
Let me hear that.
She said Trump is a good man.
Yo, mimic her again.
Nah, bro.
No, but seriously, that's how she sounded. Like I never knew she was or whenever she started like getting into the whole like Republican phase. But hey,
they gave her money, or somebody's giving her some.
They had to because they didn't make no sense. But then I say the RNC, they kind of did their thing in a sense, but then like nobody was expecting for the DNC to come back. And I think what it was, they changed their strategy. Like they wasn't like, okay, bet we saw what y'all did there at the RNC, but we about to come back harder, because they had like, it was a star-studded event. You would think it was given damn near like
a concert.
BET Awards for
the DJ was hitting
politics.
tracks.
Yeah, like you had
Lil Jon came in that drink and had the whole place crying.
You had what's her name? Kerry Washington. Like you had all these people out here. You had the Obamas. Like it's so crazy. But I thought it was a really good. Did y'all watch it? Like the whole entire week? Did y'all watch?
No.
I watched some. I ain't watched all of it.
Just bits and pieces
Highlights.
here. Yeah, it was a whole production. It was
like 4 days in a row they had it.
It was really good. Like you had the Clintons coming up there. They were talking like, yeah, Jasmine Crockett. I don't know if you guys remember her, but she like went viral for eating up Marjorie Greene or whatever. One day they had like a situation, and Marjorie Greene, I forgot, she's a Republican or something like that, and she basically called Jasmine Crockett, who's Black, a Democrat, she called her ratchet, like during the hearing or something like that. It was very like, it went viral. So Jasmine came back. It was like, because Jasmine had lashes on, like, just giving Black girl vibes, whatever. But she was like spitting facts in the hearing. So Jasmine came back and ate her up. Marjorie was like, you bad built, body butchered bitch. Like, she like ate her ass up during the
hearing. Video.
Yeah, it was that. So like, she's been going viral and stuff like that. So she was basically just talking about like how, the Republicans aren't, just basically just saying not shit. Michelle Obama really came on the stage and she did a really good job and was talking about how people need to let Trump know that the job that he's applying for is a Black job.
A Black man's job. Yeah, that was bars.
That one. I thought that was really good. They were talking about JD Vance, who is Trump's running mate for VP running mate. I don't know if you guys, JD Vance was like talking about childless ladies, cat ladies, and making things about, talk about women that are not able to bear children and stuff. So then Hillary Clinton came back, or was it Hillary Clinton? somebody came back, I'm forgetting who, but they came back and basically was like, it don't matter if you childless or what, you got a cat. If you was in a fire, we still saving a cat and you. Like they just ate the Republicans up. So I was like really like proud and whatnot, because the way that they came about it was. But what are y'all thoughts now? Because I think we got, after Labor Day, we're gonna have 63 days until Election Day. So how are y'all feeling? Like, what do y'all think? Like, y'all think Kamala now has maybe a chance of securing the bag, or it was like,
I think they said there's still some battleground states that she got to win over. I think Georgia is one of them, and I think another like in North Central. I'm not sure if it's Michigan or Minnesota, but I know it's like 3 or 4 states that they're saying that, she wins these over, then she'll be good. If not, because I mean, we know how it is. Like, I mean, you can have the popular vote, but if you don't have the electoral votes, you're not going to be president. That's really what it comes down to, sadly. So I think she needs to be able to get those states that have more electoral votes, because every state has another electoral vote, but some have more than other. And I mean, you can enlighten us, but I can't remember. It's like a certain number. I think it's like 270. I think you need to be president, electoral votes or something like that.
That you have to get to.
270. So really, that's the game. The game is to get 270. So I mean, the popular vote, the votes that we have, they do count in the sense of like, the electorals seeing that, okay, the state, everybody's going this way. For the most part, majority, whatever the state majority voted for, the electoral will follow. But I mean, I think that's the main thing that she has to do, because the time when Trump did win the presidency, the Democrats, they thought they had certain states, and when election came, they had it wrong, and that was why they lost. So I think Kamala is going to make sure she cleans up, and she's on tour right now. So I think she's doing it. And then I don't know if y'all been seeing her ads though too. The promo's been going in, all that money we sent, she's putting them ads out.
I was listening to a podcast that said she actually, you're on mute. I was listening to a podcast that actually said that she raised $500 million. That's 4 times what Trump has raised. So that's wow. And then also
money still coming in too.
And that's mostly from like small donors, like $5 one. Yeah, it's like things like that. But also too, it's interesting. Charlamagne the God actually made an interesting take that he feels as though after Trump, after that attempted assassination, like Trump's whole, like before then, he had so much energy. Like, I wanted to be president. I wanted to be president. After that, now it's just like he's not feeling it no more. Like he's really not feeling it no more. Like he doesn't want to be it no more. You know what I mean? Like it's just. So I don't know. Do you guys feel as though that's so?
I think he's feeling the pressure. I think he's feeling a little bit like now, like, damn, like, I think the DNC really set it off. Like, he's probably like, oh shit, I really got to get my shit together. Because even like I read, ABC News was basically saying like how he's trying to back out of the, the debate that they got coming up and stuff. And he was like, oh, he's not doing it. But I guess they came to agreement. Like there's stipulations, Mike's got to be muted. There's no audience, no nothing like that.
No audience.
Yes, no audience, which is so weird because they trying to, like, he doesn't like ABC. He doesn't like the news. He doesn't like them for whatever reason. He calls them fake news. He'd rather it be on Fox, obviously, because Fox.
That's where all his people are. That's where all the Republicans.
Exactly. So it's like he's now feeling the pressure and stuff like that of like,
but if the debate he had with Biden, right, was no audience, I feel like so this one too should be no audience. It should be no brainer. It should just be a given, right? So, I mean, I think with the audience it works in his favor because with an audience chanting at him, oh man, that man can create because that's what
create whatever, right.
That's what feeds him. Without an audience,
he feeds off the audience. Yeah,
audience. It's like okay, now I really have to say what's on my mind or whatever it is that they wrote for him to say.
But it was crazy though. The audience wasn't in his favor. I think it was like a couple weeks ago when he went to, I believe it was like a historical black college.
Oh, he went to NABJ. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and he had a sit down interview, and this guy just fumbled the bag. Like, I mean, he was talking about the black community, and He's saying that Kamala tried to attack her and say, is she really black? And that, the audience that she had or her crowd, it's fake and all this. Like, I mean, Trump, and they talked about it in DNC, like Trump is now trying to make up stuff and say that the numbers aren't real, or the people that were there that came to Kamala's when she was like having a speech, that they weren't actually there, and people were like, bro, we were there. It was real people. It was live people. It's not a bot. It's not a. So yeah, he's sweating. He's sweating. I think the thing is going back to AK, it's not really about the assassination. The whole Republican Party did not see Kamala Harris coming in, so it's like it was a last minute thing, and then now they're all trying to like shuffle and think of a new strategy of how to combat it. And Kamala is coming for his head, man. She ain't, she used to be a former prosecutor in Cali, so I mean, she ain't playing no games. Biden passed that torch, like, in the Olympics, that last leg, and then Kamala's the anchor, and she trying to take us home. She trying to take it home, man. So Trump is like, dang, Trump was in the lead. Looking back, what I'm saying, stunting, and now it's like, wait a minute, like what?
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's what it's definitely given. But like we were saying earlier, so it's like, I don't know if y'all know of like the swing states that like matter, that's like pivotal for like in order, like it basically.
I know Georgia's one of them.
Like Georgia,
Florida,
Michigan, it's Michigan, Georgia, Arizona. What else? Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Those are like the 7 swing states that really determine who is like going to be elected. Like those. So those are the people that actually, aka your people, you guys need to go out and be voting seriously for real, because Michigan is one of them. But like, yeah, it's real scary, because in a matter of what, 3 months, woo, shit gonna get real.
Yeah,
it's gonna get too real.
It's crazy. Like when I drive down that way, like to work, I drive past like 3 Trump signs.
That way,
3 Trump signs. Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump. Vote for Trump.
Yeah.
Look at man, like this niggas.
I don't know. I mean, we gonna have to see, but hopefully, I just think that America's not ready to see a woman in office.
See, I think the thing that, and I was thinking that too, but I think for the fact that Kamala was already VP, she already like got a lot of experience and dealing with the office, like questions that people had, like, oh, how is she going to deal with other foreign leaders, international and all that? Like, she was VP. She was traveling these countries, got to see these leaders, was in meetings and all of that. Now, I think it would be a bigger case if she just jumped in and wasn't VP and was going for president. Then we would have a lot of questions. But the fact that she was already in 4 years plus, I mean, I think that just adds to her advantage of now wanting to become president. Like when Hillary was trying to run, she wasn't VP. Everybody was like, nah, hell nah. Like, you're not ready. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Right. We're not about to have you negotiating with other countries. But Kamala's already been doing that low key. So it just makes it an easy transition for her to be president, in my opinion.
I just feel as though, the Republicans showed us a different path, something that we never thought could happen. Right, they let an entertainer become a president of the free nation, bro. Nobody knew some shit like would happen. So in that sense, then, let him give the Democrats the opportunity to let a woman become president too. Something that's never been heard before. You know what I mean? So each party should have, a chance to, get a chance to do something new. So the Republicans have done their own. Now let the Democrats do their own. So let's see, what comes of it. Yeah, and I agree. I don't think they're ready for it, because if there really was, man, do you know how many women in America? How many women could just vote for? I mean, and she becomes president, bro. But where are all the women? Ladies, I beg, wake up,
That's true.
Go and tell your aunties and mommies.
That's true though. That's actually.
I heard they fast tracking all the people that had green cards and are now applying for citizenship. They putting that drunk on a speed dial now, because they try to get them registered to vote. So hey yo, all the foreigners, man. This is a good time to.
Got somebody last term. Last time he was running, he was condemning illegal immigrants. He even said shithole countries. all these things. Now is if you are doing this, they'll give you a green card, just like that. Okay.
Right,
but
that's the country we in, man. You just got to take advantage when it favors you.
We're gonna see how it goes. But as of 5 hours ago, Trump was actually charged again. He was in charge with superseding indictment in federal election subversion case. So that was by special counsel Jack Smith has charged former President Trump in a superseding indictment in his federal election subversion case. At this point, this nigga been getting charged left and right, up and down. If the nigga becomes president, he's not going to jail. So I mean,
basically,
all these charges, all these indictments, all this,
they're all going to be dropped.
This is So I mean, I don't know.
His rap sheet is worse than R. Kelly's, and
like no, literally,
so many people rap sheets combined
guilty of raping women, and you're literally still allowed to run for president. Like that's insanity.
What the fuck?
They would even take you out of job if you fail the drug test.
Hello.
Right.
Hello. You stealing candy bars out here, and you can't even get a job. So just imagine.
Yeah.
That's the power of connections, man. That boy Trump, he
you know what that guy said? That guy said, the police should actually they should have immunity.
He said that if he becomes president.
That's a wild statement, bro. That's a wild statement, bro.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's basically telling
wow.
cops that y'all can go ahead and kill. Y'all can go ahead and kill people.
Do what y'all want. Mm-hmm.
Y'all are good. Like,
if he becomes president, he's trying to fuck up the whole voting system. He was like, he's literally telling Republicans, like, yo, if I become president, you vote for me, you'll never have to vote again. Like, the guy is already talking about like how he's just going to destroy the whole system, and trying to change it from a capitalist country and make it into a
go read that Project 25, and you pick your jaw up from the floor.
Literally,
things that they're planning. It's wild.
Crazy. Yeah,
gonna have everybody running.
Okay. So moving on to the next topic. It's like real serious. So I don't know, y'all want to get deep, we can get deep. But I was having a conversation with somebody the other day at work too, and we were kind of talking about this, and I thought this is really dope for us to talk about. And I think it's needed, just like how I thought like talk about men's mental health is needed, because people don't talk about that a lot. But adverse childhood experiences. I don't know if you guys have heard that. It's called ACEs. And that's what it means. But it's basically talking about like childhood trauma, starting from like birth to like 17 years, whatever. And I just thought that like it was very interesting to talk about. Like people don't really talk about it a lot, especially us being African. It's like it's a lot of shit that happens. And people like are in therapy nowadays because it's like they're going through they have so much baggage that they don't vent or release and stuff like that. So I just thought that it was like very interesting and maybe something we should talk about, or we don't even have to get like deep in it, but just like, how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel like, well, my first question is, do you guys think that, I think I asked this question for the men and the mental health, but like, what do you guys think about therapy, and is it needed? And do you feel like as you're like growing up now, do you feel like you need therapy, or is there certain situations where it's like, okay, damn, therapy would have been needed, or you're just the type of person to just bottle shit up and just be like, all right, it is what it is. Like it's a new day. I packed a lot. Sorry, y'all. I can like break it down if y'all need me. Y'all looking at me.
Nah, I mean, me personally, I never really thought about therapy. I mean, when I got older, I found out some of my family members took therapy. I have a friend that's a therapist, so I mean, I wouldn't say I've had sessions, but sometimes when we just rap and talk about life, I guess, you know what I'm saying, I guess that was a space where I could open up and, from an objective view, see things. But in totality, I do feel it's needed. I mean, we do hear about a lot of things that people have gone through, or in the African culture, that some people dismiss and be like, my friend, go and close your mouth, just go and do this. And a lot of times some parents, when they didn't know the answer, they would just dismiss something and just make it seem like, you talking nonsense. And you'd be surprised of things that, something you say to one person may not have no effect, but something you say to somebody else, it may hit them for a minute. But for me personally, I've never been a person to bottle up stuff. I mean, I've always had a good support system around me, if it's family or friends. So I've always had a voice to let out. But yeah, I think for people who don't have that, I mean, therapy helps. It helps. So yeah.
Okay, and before we go to the next person, let me just read what ACE is. It's potentially traumatic events that can occur in a child's life between the ages of 0 and 17. These events can include abuse, neglect, violence, and other stressful situations. They can have long-term impacts on a child's health, well-being, and opportunities. So this is why I thought it was a good topic, because one of my segments for work the other day was talking about a mom. She punished her child, like she embarrassed her child on social media. So basically the girl was 14 years old. She was on Twitter and the girl was acting grown. She was talking to grown ass niggas, like making it seem like as if she was 18 and stuff like that, but she really wasn't. So I guess her mama caught her on, and her mom like put out a statement on the girl's Twitter page and was like, Kamari is 14 years old. She's not grown. Like just basically like exposing the little girl, basically saying she don't got a phone. She's not gonna have a phone until she graduate high school. Stop talking to her. This is signed her mama. So like she basically like blasted the little girl out there and was like, this little girl that y'all talking to, she's sitting here telling y'all that she's 18. And when I was going to the girl's Instagram, her Twitter page, like this girl, you would think this is a grown ass woman. The girl is talking about some, I need the Mario Kart coins knocked out of me, and I need my back blown out. Yes, this is a 14
Mario coins knocked out of her.
It's like, so I understand why like the mom took that approach. So my question for the listeners was like, did the mom do too much, or is the form of gentle parenting, like, is it, should it, because some people were arguing that like the mom did too much and she should have went about it a different way. She could have disciplined her in a different way or manner or whatever the situation was. But I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, gentle parenting, shit, my parents don't know what the hell that is, because I didn't go through gentle parenting. So at this point, it's like, I can't relate to that gentle parenting. I was thinking like, damn, when I have kids, am I going to be doing the gentle parenting, or if you act out, am I going to smack you? Because which one is it?
Let's unpack this real quick, right? First of all, those who were saying gentle parenting, did they give examples of how to gentle parent in this situation?
Yes. So they said that the gentle parenting was like, instead of her exposing the child, she should have sat the child down and explained to her, this is why what you're doing is wrong. And basically, like, just very coddle her in a sense. Like,
wait, are they assuming that the mom did not have a conversation?
And that's another thing.
Mom have conversation with the kid.
Yeah, and that's what other people were saying. Like, how do y'all know that she didn't have a conversation? How do you know that this was an ongoing battle before, and the mom just got fed up and was like, you know what? At this point, since you want to be grown, this is how I'm going to treat you. So it was kind of given just the whole, like, we don't know both sides of the story, so you can't really put your input in until you actually know.
But wait, time out. If you are 14 and you are still a minor and I'm your guardian, why do I really need your permission for that?
Permission to what? Like discipline?
I mean, permission to go ahead and write that. Like, why should I come and tell you, oh, I'm about to go write this because of X, Y, and Z? No, if I see the need to do that, if I analyze the situation, okay, this is what's supposed to be done in this situation, and I do that, why do I need to explain to, the 14-year-old?
I mean,
I was just looking at it in the sense of, okay, she did all of that. I mean, in this new day and age with technology, a lot of people, you can delete the tweet. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Some people may not see it, but it's not permanent.
Be there. It's you know, everything you put on. I didn't believe that shit when they said everything you put on the internet is really, you can delete that shit. That shit's still gonna be on there. That's the biggest paper trail ever.
And what you mean, like in a sense, like someone like screenshotting it and like, a repost, or
it's always just gonna be there. Like your shit, you could delete that shit. It's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like anything you. So that's why, like nowadays, I be mindful of what I be tweeting, cause shit. When I make it big now, I don't need nobody coming up and pulling receipts and say, "Oh, she said this back in 2024, and I was doing." I don't got time for all of that.
You say you what?
I'll be first in line.
Whatever.
Please.
All I know is I probably deleted one tweet one time I didn't really mean to put out, but I never saw it resurface. So hey,
Nah, I mean, as soon as you told me that, I think I actually ran across that a while back. And the first thing that came to my head was like, is her mom her only guardian? Is there a father figure? Like, is there a father figure that is showing her and guiding her of how to act as a woman? And is her mom showing her how to act as a woman? What is her mom like? What is like? Don't try to double cross like, oh, as a mother, are you acting the way you want her to act? Or you out there hoeing to like talking wild and crazy? Because she didn't just get it from out the woodworks.
True.
I stand corrected before you continue. Sometimes these kids, it does come out the woodworks. Sometimes kids are definitely not a reflection of their home.
Curiosity, bro.
Yeah.
Curiosity. Yeah. Well, they were exposed to something. They seen something. If it's not in the home, it can be online.
Exactly what I do. I
shut it down too, but at some point too, I really honestly think that just because that, you know, the mom is or the dad is that, does not necessarily mean that the kid is supposed to be it. It could be the difference in the family.
Yeah, that's true.
That could be their own experience, but that doesn't mean that the kid has to take after them. This is not no job chatting like, oh, because I was this, YouTube must be that. No, you can do better. Like I can't do this because I'll try to give you a better world, like send you to a better school to be something better, you know. So,
but hey, I'm coming from like a household of like parental guidance and on so many different levels and occasions. Like, I mean, yes, sure, especially in this day and age, technology is a whole lot different. I am a lot older, different generation. So like, before I enter the internet, I have to cut off the house phone. So they knew somebody was on the internet. So I couldn't be slick with it, you know? Kids nowadays have so many devices. They use other people's devices, other people's accounts, so many different outlets that is just provided to them. They just lie about their age and they're right in there. So I get that, but on my end, it's just I'm just like, nah, man. There's not to say there's no way, but just based on how I look at things and my own reasoning and ways of how to like guide a child or guide anybody or give someone advice. Her coming on the internet, the mother coming on the internet and saying all that stuff. Okay, she probably got really pissed off and like that came from so many different outlets, like out of disappointment, out of frustration. So I can get that, but if she doesn't speak to her child and like really, really, really sit her down and like let her know how bad that can look on her in the future, then she's gonna think it's okay and keep riding that road. Next thing you know, she's gonna be on Pornhub.
Hey yo, not Pornhub.
Yeah, Lord.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
I don't think she did too much though, the mom, because all she did was just let everybody know she was underage, right? From what you're saying, she was not abusive with it. She was not, she didn't call the girl name or anything. She was just putting that information out there. I don't think it's too much. I think the punishment fit the crime.
Man, can you imagine what would happen if she did that and then all of a sudden fall in the hands of a predator and then she gets captured and vanish?
Completely different story.
You know what I mean?
Like, and that's another thing. Like people were saying, it's just like, I don't know, the whole gentle parenting thing, and people were saying, I don't know, like I hear gentle parenting, but I don't know what that's like. I don't know. I've never been through it, so I can't attest to that. I will say that, like, as like being an older sibling and stuff, there has been differences in how we've been raised, like our siblings. Like my sister, my youngest sister, but I be telling her like, girl, I what is it? Is it I ran so you could, I walked so you could run, or that one of the little statements like basically like I suffered so you could live, basically, because apart from me being a rebellious child, like I went through all the beatings, I went through all the punishments and all that other stuff. But I feel like nowadays these kids today, that shit, my sister would sit here and be telling my parents, "Oh, I'm going out and be gone till tomorrow morning." When back in the day, my ass was like, I had to sit here and beg and plead if I could even go to a slumber party at my cousin's house. You get what I'm saying? Like nowadays, it's just so easy for these kids, and I feel like, and I had a conversation with my parents, and I was telling them like, I think you guys have let up. Like y'all are soft now. Like I think y'all are so soft, it don't even make no sense because of the fact that y'all are not as strict as how y'all was with like us older siblings and whatnot. Like I don't know if y'all are tired. I don't know if you guys are ready to go back home, or you guys feel like as if y'all done your due diligence or whatever the situation was. But I just feel like y'all are soft and y'all just let up.
That's what it is.
Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, I think they're just tired of parenting. When it comes to that last one, they just been tired, and they just not raising them with the same strictness and the same discipline as much as they did the older ones. And for the most part, the last child always comes when they're older, and so it's just like, okay, be there. But I don't think that's what gentle parenting is. It's not just leaving your child do whatever with no consequences, or there's no discipline, or there are no rules. That's not gentle parenting.
Okay.
I think what was I gonna say? No, wait, I think that last one. Let's say for example, that last one, right? Is you've been at it, you've got the experience, and for the most part, everything's gonna be fine. And that first one, right? You're so this is my precious, this is my first, it's like everything you want to be so on point. Then the second one comes, like people come to visit for the first one, you're like, no, don't touch, don't touch, don't touch. Second one comes, you're like, the third one comes, hey, are you coming? Are you coming? Are you still coming? Are you still coming? Like, yo, hold real quick. I'll be like, okay, it's just like, so from birth, it's just that they say fair thing, and then as you grow up, it just keeps going and going and going just like that. And then the first person has tested them very well. That when the last person comes, it's just like, hey man, the first person has been doing it, the second person has been doing it, and they've been coming back, so they'll be fine. So when the last person comes and say, I'm going, they're like, hey man, these other people have been going and coming back, they've been fine, so they might as well bye. And they could sleep at peace.
Yeah, but I think that's where sometimes our parents make mistakes with the last ones, right? They forget to parent them. I really think they do. Just like what you said, you're like, oh, the others, your older sisters or your older brothers were stubborn and they came around to it. But you forget that you were actively parenting them. And that last one comes, you're like, oh, you're going to be all right. But you're forgetting to actively parent that one too. Just because you think like parenting is not just going to magically happen like that. I think it's something that parents have to be active with it. And I don't know, because them last ones, they're special.
Very
special. They don't know rules. For the most part, though, not all of them. They don't know no rules. They don't know they don't, which I don't know, but it gets us to be. At the end of the day, I feel for the most part that at the end of the day, some point, somebody is going to need some kind of counseling or therapy, like you mentioned earlier, something, because there's so many things that you do pick up from growing up that, you absorb or you internalize. That's the word I should say. You internalize and it just does things to you. And I don't know, each child, last, first, middle, everybody got their own story. And in the same household, I don't think we all had the same parents. We might have the same mom and dad, but we didn't have the same parents. Our parents, as much as they tried to say all that, everybody did not experience the same kind of parents that they did. So it's just one of those things.
Oh yeah, because my mother and my father in Cameroon were two different parents in America, and like with the first year, completely different parents. Second year, things were kind of like and it's 6 children and two and two parents trying to handle all of them. The oldest is what 30, the youngest is 10. Like
You also got to realize. You also got to realize that back home they have enough time, right? To like work does not start to sometimes 9 a.m. or 10. So they wake up and they have enough time to at least, get everybody ready before they make it to work. And they come home by 3, 4 p.m. And then they got all that time at home, you know what I mean? So they have enough time to really parent and really be strict. Versus here where sometimes, man, like sometimes your parents are gone. They're working double shifts, with some parents. Or sometimes by 6 a.m. they're gone. 3 p.m. they're back. Things like that. So it's a toll on them. But also too, as a kid too, you're also growing up, and this society actually forces you to grow up fast. Like, you have to grow up fast. And then as you grow up fast, you're learning different things. You really want to go out there and be exposed, to really what society is. And, sometimes it's hard. And even with technology that's changing, all these different things, man, like, bro, you cannot stop it. It's just a trend that's going. So I think that their era, right, did not probably have not seen this type of change that's happening right now. That's happening fast, like rapidly. Or maybe they did. I don't know. But it's like really changing fast. It's like before you could learn one thing and be done with it, something else is happening again. And then you have to jump right on that. Before you even done with that again, something is happening on that side. It's like you're turning in different directions, you know what I mean? So it's like everything's happening really fast and we just trying to adapt and adopt and man, it's just, it's crazy. So
well, I mean, I think we all grew up there and are all like extreme Africans, and our parents were all raised back home.
What's an extreme African?
I know that was about to say.
Extreme African meaning.
Wait a minute, hold on, time out. Because apparently, I think we're missing out on a conversation. So, Tayo, what conversation do we all need to be a part of? And we need to be
listen, Tayo got his hair done and can't
because Tayo. I mean, shit.
Yo, I'm here. I'm locked in.
AK,
I'm locked in. Our other podcast member just walked in.
Now he wants
and I got another guest. So, people
point, okay, so that's all of our guests. So, hey, guests, come in and join the podcast.
Hey, Will, show you. I think they saw you, Will. Yeah,
this man.
Dennis having a full-blown conversation. Like key on the camera.
Hey, chill out. Azeez is over here, bro. He's.
I know you said Azeez when he's supposed to be on the recording.
I just got here.
He just got here. I don't know. I probably gotta turn off the blur.
8:30 now has turned into 9:25.
I'm at 9:30.
7:30. Oh hi,
yeah,
hello Will. Hi,
this my man Will. This my man Will. Let him know. Say what's up to the people.
Hello, how you doing? How's everybody?
Good.
Oh,
Will said he got a PSA for the ladies. Go ahead, Will.
Hey,
he trying to start something.
Go talk about what you talking about.
I know, because I think it was Therese.
Mm-hmm.
No. I think she was saying something to the effect that the young kids they're not getting it these days. Well, did I hear you say that correctly?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But the reason they're not getting it is because they don't have fathers in the household.
Okay.
A lot of times it's when you look at statistics, the majority of the young men, black men in jail, they've been raised by single mothers. And what happens is they don't know how to control their emotions because most of the women that they follow after don't know how to control their emotions.
Okay, Will.
So what happens is, the woman can get away with, talking and going all off the handle.
Chatty patty.
But for a man, when he expresses his way of frustration, it's violence. So that therefore you have these young black men in jail who don't have fathers. And with the fathers, create that discipline in the home.
Okay.
So,
my guy.
I mean, I
can go on. Who's doing this sidebar? Because if it's Azeez that's doing sidebar.
That's Azeez, bro. Tell him to get on camera, bro. That he's doing. like
Dad,
he's
move the
Migos.
camera a little bit to the other side too.
At this point, Azeez just come inside the back.
They
now.
trying to see you too, Azeez. They say they hear you, bro.
This one's doing.
Let's see what color hat you got on today.
Coaching out here.
Don't distract. Will was onto something. Let him finish.
Sorry, Will. Go ahead. Okay.
But,
Well, did you have anything else to say? Sorry, we interrupted you. Did you have something to say?
No. I'm good. I'm just.
Go to the.
I'm actually
go
listening.
to the accountability you was talking about. Go to the accountability you were talking about.
It got to be in line of the topic,
right?
They said they want to hear from Will. They said he got gray hair and he's wise. Give him some, Will.
This guy is hilarious.
This guy is the same guy that came late too. Don't worry, Azeez, I'll come for you after this podcast. Don't worry.
Okay. So no, we were discussing before I got on. We were discussing accountability and how some women do not take accountability for their actions, and if they did, it would create. Well, I think it's not in a woman's nature to have accountability.
Hold up, Will. You're messing up. I didn't say that.
No, I said
he's
that.
saying that.
I said that. I said.
Hey, let the man speak.
I said it's not in their nature to see things, and I experience it every day. In my line of work, real estate, or whether I'm in a restaurant, I see women. They blame men for everything. It doesn't matter, and the man don't even have to be there, and they'll just put the blame on him, and there's no accountability, none whatsoever. And we can, I've discussed this many different times at different platforms, and I just don't think women understand what accountability is.
Wait, I have a question. Hold on. Okay, so for
Go right
that,
ahead.
so you said that women don't take accountability, but have you guys also ever thought? And I said this, I think on the last podcast. I mean, obviously you did. I don't think you listened to it, but like, I made a statement where I said there is no way how us women are going to just react off of nothing. So when somebody says, "Oh, women don't take accountability," like in what sense are you talking about? Because if I'm reacting to something that somebody does to me, you're giving me a reason to. So if I'm sitting here overreacting, you can't sit here and say I'm not taking accountability of the way that I acted because you triggered that out of me. If you get what I'm saying.
So yes, yeah, actually I do. We all have to control our emotions, and women seem to not understand, or that they have to. The tongue is a powerful thing. So when you talk about abuse, you have to understand there are different forms of abuse, and verbal abuse is one of those forms. So even though I may not hit Azeez, if I come across verbally, it's still abusive, which may trigger him to hit me. So when you say, I've given you a reason to verbally abuse me, no, you still have to control your emotions, because men on an everyday basis, we have to control our emotions, and women just don't realize how men have civilized society. Because if we got rid of the police and it was just man and women, how would y'all even survive? Because a man could just brutally do whatever he could to you. But another man would put that in check. You follow what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So without us, this world will be chaotic. But to go back to what we were originally talking about, which is a woman getting triggered, you still have to control your emotions. At the end of the day, you have to control your emotions.
Do you
If
feel
you
like
don't,
men take accountability?
huh?
Do you feel like men take accountability?
Yes, we do. Because if we didn't, check this out. Those who don't take accountability, those men who don't, are the ones who are typically raised by single parent mothers, because they don't understand discipline. Because see, a young man needs to see another man and how he operates. And, that's the way God made it, purposely like that, purposely. And when a woman sees a man being disciplined, in turn, she understands that how she needs to be treated by a man. And without us, we're the catalyst. Without men, we're the catalyst. This world would not even exist. It wouldn't be what it is today.
Let me ask this, Tutu. Why is that when he mentioned that your first thought was to go to being triggered? Why could you just think that, okay, for example, if I came to you and I said, I feel as though you did this and this and it made me feel this way. 9 out of 10 times, your very first thing, you would bypass everything I said and just start defending yourself without even trying to see why I said I feel this way. Like I didn't attack. I said I feel as though XYZ. You bypass that and go straight to defense, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that I trigger. Okay, in essence, what did that trigger you?
Well, if you're saying it like that, you also have to think about the way that you're delivering it too. Like if you're coming to me, you're talking about, oh, I feel so and so. Obviously, you're feeling vulnerable, or you feel comfortable to come to talk to me and tell me, hey, this is how I'm feeling and stuff like that. But the way that I took it, and you might not be saying it like that. Well, the way that I took it when he was saying it is just the fact that like us women just don't take accountability, and we're just so quick to just be like on defense mode all the time. So that's how I.
But you do that in general. It's true that don't take accountability, right? Like that's.
I won't say that there's times where we might not, but I won't say that it's majority of the time.
Not everybody, but if you take a poll, they'll probably say, majority of the time you guys don't.
Okay. I think unfortunately, I agree with AK on that, right? And I think it's because that the consequences of not taking accountability is not as grievous for women as it is for men, right? And so sometimes we get a pass as being emotional beings, right? Sometimes because for the most part, half of the things we're naturally emotional, and sometimes things will just slip, and we'll get a pass for that. Whereas a man would not. It's one of those double standards things where a man will not be as quick for a man to get a pass or something like that. And if it comes down to like the punishment side of things, our consequences are different than what a man faces. So I feel like just because of that, men technically are forced to not be expressive with emotions as much as we do, if that makes sense. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think just because of that, we get something sly on our part, and we're not quick to take accountability for that. And for me, say what?
Oh, sorry, don't go finish.
No, I was gonna say for me, when someone says take accountability, to me, I think accountability is a proactive thing, right? Accountability is not, oh my God, this thing happened. What part did I play in it? I don't think that accountability is limited to when something has already happened, right? You have to be proactive because we just talked about first, second, third, up on the way to last born, right? Parented differently. We all have our filters. We all have our biases, right? My accountability in that is that I nurture as an adult, obviously, and nurture myself to a place where I don't hear things first and foremost and solely through my filters. I think that's my first responsibility for accountability. That way, when somebody else is talking, I'm not looking at it as this person is coming for me. This person is just trying to. That way, my defense is not the very first thing that comes up when someone's trying to talk to me about maybe in an uncomfortable situation. I think that's where accountability comes into play. Now, if who is at fault when something happens, that's a different ballgame. I don't call that accountability, right? If you are the reason why something happened, you're the reason why. I'm not taking accountability. My part for accountability should have been before that. That's just how I see it.
Of course. Of course. Oh, the reason. Oh, now accountability breeds. You know that thing where a man does not want to want to be vulnerable with a woman, but does not want to be because they fear that she might come back and vomit that thing to her at some point. That's what you not taking accountable of a situation gives. You know what I mean? That means you're gonna bring that up again in some other argument because no, you're not done with it. You're like,
but y'all think that though, but y'all are quick to assume that we're going to. What if we don't?
It's happened too. Like,
I mean, yes, it's happened before, but like, are y'all just like how y'all always be like, oh, y'all gonna go into that in every type of situation with that mindset? Y'all just gonna be quick to think that somebody's gonna do that?
Oh, Tutu, if I might say something, and fellas, correct me if I'm wrong. One thing that I've noticed is, so like how you're saying, right? I get your point as a woman. It's like, if something big happens maybe in your life as a man, come to me and talk to me, right? But this is how men are gauging it. I told you something casual. That shit came up. I ain't telling you shit ever again. And so we are wearing it as, oh, this is something small. If it's big, come, I'll keep this, I might keep my mouth shut or I'll not be defensive. But we had a fight about the trash. And you brought that up every time. I feel like, man, he already is gauging it. If something big comes up, I'm not coming. And we have isolated it in our mind that, oh, that was just trash. If he got something big worrying on his mind, he's gonna come. But you've been doing that with the small things. If I'm wrong, fellas, correct me. That's how I've noticed. It's like, well, I told you something back that I probably didn't even remember that it was said, but I didn't react correctly to it. That just put a stop to it. Like, yeah, I'm not coming to Therese again for this. But I'm looking at it like, but that was trivial. But it's like, yeah, it's a pattern that I'm seeing. That if you can do this for something this small, something that big, I don't even want to imagine how you would react to that.
Yeah, I was basically saying, I agree with T. I was like, if we talking on smaller issues and you're easily bypassing that, why would I come with you with bigger things if we can't even communicate on that? So I said, I believe it's like more of a trust thing. If I can't trust you on the smaller conversations and things that we share with one another, then I'm not going to want to think about coming to you for anything else, regardless if it's big or small. So I agree.
My thing is, who gets to pick whether it's big or small, anyways? Like, if I'm coming to you about something, I'm coming to you about something, right? Like, I feel as though the important part is to actually sit down and listen to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And actually let me express myself, without Yeah, I know you can finish my sentences, but this is not the point to finish my sentences. Like, just listen, right? Absorb what I'm saying and actually process it. You know what I mean? Because right now we need to process this stuff. You know what I mean? It's really, it's pretty important. So I need for us to iron this out and then give me that time to be able to talk. And we talk it and, we analyze it. Now, some people, they want to bring in a little humor into it. And some people want to be pretty serious about it. You just have to know who your person is and not try to recreate some other thing, right? Like if I'm trying to say something, if I'm really serious about something and all you're doing is cracking jokes, bro, like we about to get into it like pretty in the next 7 to 10 minutes because like, it's pretty serious. There's joking time and there's serious time. Right now we're on serious mode. Like, let's be on serious mode. You know what I mean? So read the room, read the room ish.
So I'll say
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would probably lean with Tutu's stance when it comes to accountability in general. I think Will made some good points about just masculinity in general, but the same way that he made points about men being present and men being able to do certain things and creating environments for women to be in a place where they actually can thrive, a man has to create an environment of safety too, right?
Correct.
So before you can even get to a place where you're talking about accountability, are you accountable for the environment that you've created in the household for her to be accountable, right? Like, what are you doing to be the leader of the household so that she can actually see you and say, you know what, I'm following his lead. And by default, because of the man that he is and he is to be, I'm accountable to that.
Okay.
So we don't talk about those things, right? But we always talk about what women are not. Let's talk about what men are not too, right? If you show up the right way, right, there's no way she's not going to be accountable. That's been my experience. If you don't, though, you cannot expect her to be accountable.
Thank you, Azeez. You know
Yes.
what? I'll let you slide for being late. Thank you.
Hold on. So while I do agree with him,
Oh, you do?
yes, I do. I agree with you to some extent because there's a such thing as called female containment. So a man must provide an atmosphere where a woman can thrive. But if she doesn't understand her position,
Okay.
It'll never work.
What does that mean?
No matter how much of
Security.
that you provide for her.
What does understanding her position mean look like?
Because so if I chose someone who has a trauma and who doesn't understand how to navigate her insecurities or her trauma, then me providing female containment, it won't matter. I've just chosen the wrong individual.
Got you.
And if she doesn't have any personal growth where she can overcome her trauma, then yeah, again, it doesn't matter how much containment.
So where's the accountability for the fact that you chose her? Right. If you chose somebody with trauma and you're trying to create that environment that you talked about, but you chose her, right? You're still accountable for choosing her. That was your decision.
Correct.
Right. So all of those things that you should have saw from the beginning, if you didn't see, whenever you saw them, you had a choice to make. When you said, okay, I'm still going to work with you and rock with you, that was you being accountable to everything that she came with. That's your job.
Right.
Because you can choose to leave, but you're not.
Nah, he's going to.
Well, that's the whole point. I mean, speaking on personal experience, I've dated women who I chose and understood that they had a trauma. Okay. Now, I'll work with you to a degree, but you have to be able to work with me. And if I don't see you working with me, then we got to go our separate ways. Yeah. And that's what I mean. So there has to be some personal growth. You can't just always, I'm sorry, an excuse, and there's still no personal growth. We're still at square one. So at some point, you gotta go your way.
Remember, the choice is still yours, though.
Correct. I totally agree. The choice is still yours.
Baggage,
yes.
If she's emotional, if she's unaccountable, the choice is still yours.
Correct.
Forget that thing. Even those who like in Catholic Church, those who say for better for worse, it's supposed to be really for better for worse, right? But they still end up divorcing. No matter, bro, like you cannot know one person, like everything about them in 5 years, in 10 years. You just cannot, right? Like to me, I really believe that sometimes some people wait till they get the ring and then they show you these colors that you've never seen, the rainbow colors.
Yeah.
Rainbow colors. You've never seen them before. I've seen this shit happen in real life, bro. Like you've never seen it before. And then what's supposed to do? Oh, you should be accountable and just stay there because what? And just be taking the punches because what? You're a man or you're a woman? Nah, bro, you gotta detach. So sometimes you really don't see it.
I would say you made a vow before God. And if you made that vow with wisdom, then you should be there.
I forget that thing.
You should be what?
Hey, yo.
They ain't put it in the word. Wisdom or no wisdom?
I'm weak. I forget it.
I don't tire.
Somebody's eye and tell me that wisdom, bro. Nah, forget that thing.
I mean, you should have made a decision based on the wisdom that you have too. So you can't be mad at the fact that she showed you colors that you chose not to see.
And sometimes you're missing the fact where you can't always see.
No, he's saying you can't see everything.
No, she's not hiding that much though. She's not that good.
You've not met humans.
You see,
you display.
Nah.
I commend you, for the world you live in. Some of us, we don't live in that world. We'll come.
There are a lot of people who, yeah,
we'll come close to it. I'll be like, I get that. I'll try again next time. But in reality, bro, like, yeah, you see colors. You know what I mean? You see colors. Even you yourself, I myself, we have colors. Everybody do. And there's just certain things that you just would not see. Like, okay, take for example, you're saying all these good things, all these good things. If I was a woman, I would not believe everything. I would just believe that there's something very bad. And you just have to show it for me to believe too, because there's not everything good. Everything cannot just be good. There's absolutely something bad. And it's just, to me, I believe is it forces of nature? Nature forces? I don't know, one of them. That's just how.
A balance of nature or something?
Yeah, that's just how it is. It's just how it is. Everybody has that. Everybody.
But you're talking about extremes, right? You're talking about she's showing you colors to a point that you didn't see, to a point where you feel like I have to leave.
Yeah.
So what were you doing when you were dating? What conversations were you having? What kind of exploring? What kind of data gathering were you doing? Was there prayer involved?
You were not
Was there
gathering
wise
for 10
counsel
years
involved?
now. Here's the thing, Azeez, sometimes I feel like we don't see it because it truly is not there. Right? And sometimes it's not because, oh, I have this in my back pocket. I'm away, forget the ring, and I'll pull it out. People grow, people change, people evolve. And so I feel like at the end of the day, sometimes we carry trauma that we don't even know that that's what it is. I myself don't even know. There are things that I'm finding out now that are traumatic experience for me that I never imagined that it was. And I'm just finding this out now. Imagine that I was married. Now I'd be like, oh, where did this baggage come from? Baby, I didn't even know I carried this baggage. You know what I mean? Now my accountability comes that I work on it. But I feel like at the end of the day, I don't care what kind of glasses you have on. I don't care what kind of refining fire, if it's the fire that Moses saw in the burning bush, you would never 100% know a person, right? You can know enough to make a decision at that time. But I feel like once you stand at the altar and you make a vow to a person, you are not just making it to that person that's in front of you. You are saying yes to every possible version that will come out of that person in the coming years.
Exactly.
Some versions that you have not even seen or you probably would not even imagine.
Exactly.
That's scary.
Yeah. That's
exactly.
So that's if you're not, and like. At the end of, to your point, right, if you're not looking at certain patterns, right, if you're not looking at certain things, well, then it might be great at the end. And sometimes it might be fixed. But at the end of the day, I feel like all of it is a chance you take on the person.
Correct.
Is that fate?
Them people arrange marriages, man. And then that lasts longer too. Man, you got to give it up to them, man.
So arranged marriages, what?
Like arranged marriages, and then that lasts longer.
Oh, okay.
You know that
that's easy. I feel like arranged marriages, people put in more work than those who fall in love.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, definitely.
They're
committed.
Yeah.
On the topic of marriage, T, question for you: Do you think single women receive more pressure to marry than single men?
Yeah, I think so. Well, in my experience, right? Because we have a biological clock, all right, on it. So that alone is more than enough pressure. Now in the African culture, well, I'll say this, in my family, right? I have older brothers. People really don't care. Be like, they'll throw it here and there, like, make sure you go get a wife and blah, blah, blah. But they be telling you like, TikTok. Mm-hmm. It's coming. So I feel like that pressure is more on the women just because they're like, when you gonna start popping them babies, like your time is going.
Literally ticking.
Yes. So I mean, sure.
Men, do y'all feel pressure, or do y'all like get that type of pressure from like your family or like friends to be like, okay, y'all need to, or like when y'all see y'all friends getting married and stuff, do you be like, damn, like I need to hurry up and get
not compared to a girl. People will like make comments, but I don't think it's to the pressure of what females feel, like you said. compared to that biological clock. Like, I mean, if you got if all your close friends are getting married and they having kids and you still hang out with them and you know the family and everything, of course it's normal for someone to be like, yo, Tyler, when you next? What you got going on? You know what I mean? But I don't think it's a situation where maybe females have that biological clock knowing that, okay, I want to get married, I do want to have kids, and knowing that, you know, they have to wait for the man to approach them. A guy can be 60 years old and get married and still do everything that he wants in a sense of a family. A woman might not do the same if she waits till 60 and want to start. So for us, it's like we have the leisure. We may get pressure a little bit, but you can never compare it to what a woman goes through.
X.
I feel like men put pressure on themselves a lot. From what I'm seeing with my generation, a lot of guys, they get to a place almost like women, and they're like, "Yo, I gotta settle down. I'm kind of over the streets, etc., etc." And that's whether they're ready or not, which is dangerous.
Mm.
And in terms of the women definitely feel the pressure visibly and invisibly because everyone around them is reminding them what they're not. But an actualized woman is actually at a place where she's like, I'm going to take my time. I'm going to know when I meet the right person. And that's the person that I'm going to settle down with, right? They're not looking to pursue a man. They're looking to be pursued by a man and just presenting. And a man is not looking to persuade a woman. He's just looking to pursue a woman in a godly way if he's doing it the right way.
Period.
Nice.
No, that's right. Come on now. I would say, like men don't have. I don't think men have a time, like a clock, but technically y'all do, but y'all don't. And I say that only because like somebody like what Tyler was saying, yeah, like a man could be 60 and get married and stuff like that. But like I be hearing some guys being like, I'm not trying to be 50 years old and I'm popping out a kid and then I'm not able to. So I feel like I said men kind of do have a time clock, but
we have a mental time clock.
Like a mental, yeah, but it's not like how us women like
it's
actually
not societal
really
pressure
do
time,
have a time clock as to like what after 35 for us, it's like you kind of high risk if you trying to have a kid. So it's like certain things and stuff like that.
Some girls don't know.
And see, I'm gonna say this.
35.
I'm gonna say this though. There's okay. To women, the ring, the marriage, you know, some of them is it's just that experience, that one day, right? That one day, and then after that, they're gonna figure it out. They don't know what the heck is going to happen after, but they just want that experience. You know what I mean?
Princess treatment.
Yeah, but for some men, I really strongly believe that if you take away the marriage part, right, don't want everything else that comes with it, minus the marriage part. They don't want to go to, you know, in this, like, as I said, this generation, might not want to go to spending all of that, especially if they have to do it by themselves. But also, too, there's also a growing generation of men that just want to have their kids and live their life without the tie down of a woman. And some women, too, as well. So, I don't know. It's really growing. It's a big population now. So,
I'm so glad you said that. To piggyback off Cam Newton, did y'all see that? Y'all see how he's going viral about the whole like he got eight kids he got 8 kids and he was on a podcast with him and Nick Cannon with 3 baby mamas. Yeah, he got 8 kids. And the therapist basically she was eating his ass up. Like she was basically saying like you're creating broken homes. Like and it's the fact that he was sitting here saying that the baby moms don't even like live with him. I mean, I wouldn't want them to all live in the same house, but like she was just basically just saying stuff like what you're doing, you're selfish, you're low functioning, you're basically just like kind of being a manipulator in a sense because you know exactly what you're doing, like your mind, you know what you're doing, but yet you're still deciding and choosing to make this decision to create these broken homes. And then when shit gets real and your kids are wondering why they have their siblings in different places and stuff like that, now all of a sudden it's an issue. And I was just when AK said that, I was just thinking like, damn.
Yeah, but you know, these women allowed him to do that because they don't have to be in that position because they could have easily said, "Huh?"
Accountability.
They exactly. I mean, we see it all the time. I mean, women literally, that's their mantra. I don't need a man. But you got kids. I mean, and if you go back to the Bible, it's your design. We're interdependent. I can't live without a woman, and a woman can't live without me. We need each other, especially when it comes to kids.
Right.
Especially when it comes to kids. So these young ladies who are laying down and opening their legs, knowing he already got 7 kids, who has more trauma, him or her?
They both do. Both of them.
Correct.
Yeah.
They both do. But her chewing him out the way she did and not holding the mothers accountable, because they're just as much at fault as he is.
That is
They
true.
chose to lay down.
That is very much true.
That's
That-
why when they say men and shit, and I go, okay, true. But then again, who are they do this and shit thing with? Who are they doing this and shit thing with?
I mean, that is true. That
See,
they-
I disagree with that woman's definition of a broken home, though. I feel sometimes it's like, oh, you have all these different kids. You know, your kids are not from the same mother, right? For example, or from the same father. And it's like, it's a broken home. Not necessarily. A broken home is where either of the parents is not present. That is a broken home. And they could all 18 children be on the same roof and still be from a broken home. Now, if you can father 8 kids with 8 different women and somehow on God's green earth magically happen to be a present father to all 8, you're not creating broken homes. You're just having kids out of wedlock. Ain't nothing to it. But if you are a present parent in your child, I don't think that's a broken home. So I just want to say I disagree with that definition.
Okay.
Well, I think speaking specifically to what he's doing is broken, but you're absolutely correct. I don't know if any of you have looked at ACEs. The ACE criteria is that if one of the parents is missing, then it's considered a broken home. If you have any abuse, child abuse, verbal abuse,
we just talked about that.
Incarceration. I mean, all these things fall under the umbrella of ACEs. Thank you. So, yeah, I mean, if he brought everybody under one house, and like you said, he's present in everyone's life, and he's providing for all the mothers, and he's having containment for the females, yeah, then it's not a broken home for sure.
Yeah, I would say, to piggyback off of that, I think I can't attest to what because I'm not in her head, but maybe what also people are probably thinking of the broken home aspect is the fact that traditionally a home is what contains of a mother and a father in one household. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what everybody's kind of looking at from that perspective as, yes, the home is broken because you don't have that mother and father in one setting raising up that child. So maybe she was speaking from that perspective. Like I said, I don't know.
No, she was. I think she was. And you're right? Because that's how we grew up, like father, mother in a house with the kids. But you grow and you realize that certain definitions need to shift. Because I know a lot of people who had daddies in their house and they were just as good as daddy not being there or mommy not being present. So I think we're going away from that stereotype of saying that father, mother, kids in the same house is ideal. Are y'all well? Are y'all healthy? Are the kids provided for more than just financial? How's the emotional well-being of the family? And all those things is what we should be looking at as compared to father, mother under a roof. It's like, oh, happy family. But there's all these factors that go into it that would say otherwise.
That's so true. Because you know how people also say that whole like being being a father is different from being a dad or something like that. Like you could be a
that part.
dad, but you actually being a father, like you actually got to put in the work to actually deserve that. So I mean, I understand where that's coming from. All right, y'all. Good talk.
In this
Oh, sorry.
conversation, right? Like we sometimes turn to do a lot of banter, and then we also fail to realize that our origin is really it takes a village to raise a child. You know what I mean? That's our origin, and we stray away from that. We keep doing this. We keep going away and away and away and away from that, and creating this thing where it's like, oh no, you have that. No, that's your responsibility, and that's your responsibility alone. You know what I mean? And what happens when your brother or your sister is fucking up? Like, do you leave them and just walk away and say, "Oh, not trying to correct them," right? If really they are, you stand there, you try to correct them. So in a sense, I feel as though just because somebody had a kid does not mean that you necessarily need to shy away from them and say, okay, now they're living in a different, in a different world, which is what we turn to do in this society. Like, oh, this person is married, I'm not going to talk to them anymore. Now they're in a different league. Oh, this person is this, now they're in a different league. You know what I mean? And then we create all these different silos. So I feel as though sometimes we can also create avenues where we'll have really talk about the positives and some of this versus the divide. Like, how can we make this better in a sense? I don't know. Yes, versus just looking at the negative always.
I don't think it's a divide, in my opinion. I just think I have friends who are married and with kids, right? And I just feel like sometimes it's just nature takes its course, right? They got kids now and husbands, and you don't. And so if they have questions, they gravitate towards someone who has kids because it's looked like, okay, you don't have kids, you may not understand this. Or my mindset is different now. I'm going with people who are like-minded. And so it just not that shifts naturally occurs and we don't pay attention and you realize that you guys have just drifted sometimes. And so I think at the end of the day, to be able to bridge that gap, we have to be intentional with our communities, right? With how we communicate, like kids and marriage and life changes should not come and separate us. It should add on top. And I know that it's a lot of juggling, but that's at the end of the day, that's the essence of life. We have to learn as we go how to juggle all these things. Friends, marriage, kids, and all these things, that jobs that come to add to it. And so it's a balancing game. We have to know what to give, when to give, when to take. That I feel like that's the only way that gap can be.
Okay, good talk. All right, so.
But to your point, Tutu, I tried to watch it. I couldn't watch it because I felt like she was so far advanced in Cam.
Oh, you saw it?
I saw like 5 minutes and I turned it off because I felt like she was just that much smarter than him. And I think that's what we're talking about, right? Like Cam just doesn't have the capacity to understand what she's talking about. And that's why he's low functioning but high value. But sort of girls that he's dealing with too, right? The women that are having his kids. It's just a bunch of dumb people having babies, right? And the bigger picture is that doesn't help our communities at all either.
Correct.
And what she was really saying is that, you got to be better because you got some money, but that's all you got. You don't have any wisdom, no intellect. You don't even understand what you don't understand. And when that happens, that becomes a bigger problem for everybody. Because regardless of where you are on the socioeconomic pole, your children go to school with their children and you still have to interface and then it becomes this and that. So what? Okay. Yeah. So it becomes a bigger issue. And honestly, she was just leaps and bounds ahead of him. And it was one of those interviews where it was just hard to watch because if you're intellectual enough, you can see the jabs that she's throwing at him and he's not catching any of it. Mm-hmm. And then you can see her slapping him around the ears and he doesn't understand what's going on. And he's like, and it's like, next interview.
Yeah, because even Nick Cannon was like, I don't want no drama, I don't want no smoke.
Yeah,
he would have got cooked too.
He knows.
So
he did get cooked.
He did get cooked because she came for him too, because she was just like, he said something like how he wasn't creating a broken home or something like that as well too. He didn't, how he's the president acting all 12 of his kids and how he always spends times with them and stuff like that. I'm just like, I guess, but
let me ask this question. Honest question, right? let's say, for example, a woman marries a man. They have 2 kids. He passes away. She marries the next man. They have 2 kids. No, one. He passes away. She marries the next man. They have 2 kids. So that's 5. And then he passes away.
She need to stop marrying.
Is she killing this man?
He killing
Right.
these men or something because it ain't,
What
it
kind
ain't
of
working
disease did
out.
he have?
No, wait. No, let's
What's
just.
your question? What's your question?
My question is, in that case, then, like these kids, are they
Some girls
considered
house.
kids from a broken home? Like,
Wait for him, shot.
I think it depends
This
if
widow.
they do have a father figure. Because at the end of the day, it comes down to it, right? That person who would assume that role in your nurturing. And so if you keep having, first of all, if you keep having daddies die on you, that's a trauma on its own. That creates abandonment issues on its own. So we gotta address that in therapy. But then I think that if these are still growing kids, there's that need for there still is that need for a father figure in their life. Now, mama may have to stop getting married, but somebody in the community has to step up, an uncle or a grandparent, somebody.
wait, let me ask all the guys here real quick. Right? Minus Azeez.
This will join us.
Yeah,
We have the pleasure of having the melanated CEO, melanated father CEO here too. So you can ask the direct father.
Oh, nice.
Cut Azeez out of this one.
How y'all doing?
Oh, Diesel.
Wow.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, wow.
What's going on?
Hey, y'all.
Surprise guest.
Welcome, bro. Welcome. But yeah, real talk though. Let me ask this, right? Let's say, for example, you guys had what's his name? Elon Musk money, right? You guys had Elon Musk money. Who amongst you guys is having kids by just one woman?
Are you serious?
No, that's why I said excluding you now. Please be quiet. Is having kids.
You already know his answer.
No, wait, let's be honest. Who amongst you is having kids by just? Let's be honest. Who amongst you is having kids by just one woman?
Ideally, that's what I would want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully that works out. You know what I'm saying? But if it doesn't, I wouldn't want more than 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point of like trying to have kids with so many women? Like what do I get out of that? First of all, I don't.
Ask. I'm not a man though, but like,
Yeah, like what do I get from?
Why?
Hold on, Tutu, hold on. Okay, Tayo, are you or not? Are you going to have?
Kyle is.
Tayo,
Look
come
at
on,
you, hoe ass.
be honest.
Nah, I mean, I can't put a number to it, but it would be small. I can't say like
What would be a max? A super max.
The same number of locks he got in his
no
hair.
super max, bro. Nah. I mean, just from the way I grew up too, like even my grandfathers, they had 2. You know what I'm saying? Like for as many kids they had. I mean, they didn't have 4 or 5. You know, anything more than 2, she was a mistress. You know, after that. So
would you have me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just here.
2. I'm saying 2. I can have as many as I want with. I'll just.
He's just saying 2 so we don't get on him, friendly ass nigga, because you know he
What?
want to say something else.
Now, because
you want to say more.
He will come to the comment
He said
section
to
talking
have
about.
kids
Yeah, come to
I
the comment
said
section.
that it was.
Yeah.
He said to have kids.
Would you have mistresses though?
Hey, I mean, I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to.
Lord, how many are you having?
Kids or wives?
Don't piss me off.
Oh, try.
It's
Don't
only
choose
you.
the right one, though.
You.
Am I missing something?
What?
Your face. Nah. Okay. If I became Elon Musk, if I had that Elon Musk money, like while I was married, yeah, I'm just sticking with my lady. That's it. But now, if I had that money before I got married, nah.
So you are the people who contribute to broken homes.
No, I'm talking about marriage wise, and then that's just the marriage
How
wise.
many kids are you having?
Kids,
Village.
many as I want. If I have that kind of money, yeah.
Right.
But at the same time, that's not it's more of like, okay, if I was married prior to the bread, okay, this is the lady that hung there with me, went through all up and down. Cool. Like she's top priority. But if I had my boys' business partners, this and that, and then the shorty just pops up like, oh, hey.
So every bitch you see, you fucking basically.
You said what?
Every bitch that you see, you're basically
No,
fucking.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm not gonna what I'm saying is I'm not gonna fuck up my bag just like that with just any bitch. Like
right. This is personal.
I'm not fucking up my bag, so I'm not gonna have kids with just random. Like no, or like
you're not fucking back. Let me remind you, Jeff Bezos divorced, gave half of his wealth to the woman, and then
he made both. Right. Yeah.
You're fucking about. Shut up.
Nah, listen. Look at that standpoint. Somebody who wasn't there when I was like blood, sweat, and tears, and then wants to come and take my bread because we got married. No, I'm not getting married to you. I'm not doing that.
My guy, you have Elon Musk money. Listen to what you're worried about.
I don't care, bro.
You're so a stingy guy.
I'm from Cameroon. I'm from Awing.
AK, how many kids are you having, AK?
Huh?
How many kids are you having?
I'm gonna lie, man. Like every continent. Let's first start with every continent first.
So that's 7 already.
Yes. Let's just start.
Broken homes.
In every continent at that.
He just said broken homes. You should say what is not.
AK, nah, AK is out here creating generational wealth.
Correct. What's the point? Why do you want to have a kid?
I'm saying, what's the reason behind this?
Yo, you can go down the World Book. Like what?
You're going what?
In the Guinness World the Guinness World Book
of having kids with different bitches.
No, okay, please, we're not gonna call them that. Okay.
Oh, sorry, different women. My bad.
Ladies, queens.
I have a reason why I think men do it. Because when you get to a certain point, women don't want to keep having kids.
Facts.
They just don't. I mean, personally, I've always wanted 10 kids. But when I was married,
yeah,
my ex-wife, she was just like, no, 2, I'm done. And I was like, what? I want to have more. So women, typically women, they get to like 4 or 5. Nah, I'm done. And men want to just keep going.
Yep.
We just want to keep going. Mm-hmm. And as long as we can provide for them, we will keep going.
So you got your 10 kids, Will?
Nah.
I mean,
he just told you the reason. She said, I'm done with my 2.
Well, okay.
I have 3.
Okay.
But if you had Elon Musk money, would you have more?
Yes. Oh, most definitely. If I found a woman today that was willing to have more kids, yeah, I would.
To get you like a 20-something-year-old.
I know. I'm
y'all gonna have to put her on the first flight to go get resculpting body done or Dr. Miami, because after that whole little 10 kids coming out.
I don't know what you're talking about. I want to see what my chromosomes will produce with Australia.
I need this water, bro.
Australia. I'm weak, please.
That's facts, though, man.
I'm moving on to the next topic. And then we're gonna wrap this up. I'm moving on.
Okay. I'm right there with you, bro.
I'm about to wrap this up. Okay, so
hold on, Tutu. Hold on, Tutu.
I was going to ask, do y'all think y'all can actually provide for these kids like emotionally? 10?
If it's one person, why not?
Yeah.
10 kids emotionally?
Hold on, because he said if I have Elon Musk money.
Yeah, I say emotionally. Because, I mean, of course, you're going to buy them. They're going to have the best schools. They're going to have the tutors, chef, all that. But, like, to nurture them.
Leave that story. Jerry.
Nurturing them. It's not nurturing.
I was just talking about that. The Cam Newton complex.
Yeah.
The Cam Newton complex.
The Cam and Nick Cannon.
Yeah, I got a bunch of money, but I have no skills.
Bro,
no life skills.
Jerry
how
Down
you gonna
Street.
if you got a kid in each continent? First of all,
Hold on. First of all,
Bring them all to the same continents.
hold on.
It
First
takes,
of
it
all,
takes a village to raise a. It takes
Yes.
a village to have. Bruh, come on, bruh.
not just that. Jerry down the street, whose parents were there 24/7, they had all the nurturing, all the therapy that they could have in the world. He ended up killing somebody and going to jail. What does that make the parents, or what does that make him, Jerry? Please, let's not make as though just being good means the key to automatically be good.
Not this was kid.
Exactly.
That's why I don't want 3 is my max. If
Hello.
with a son next, I might be done at 2.
thank you. Give me a boy and girl that's a wrap.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. I already got a girl. You will get triplets too.
But if I get a boy and a girl in that triplet, I'm good. I'm done. That's perfect fine.
You'll be the first African woman to deliver 8
quadruplets.
Nah, it's okay. Okay, so let's end it off on a fun thing. Do y'all think it is weird for your friends to follow your significant other on social media?
First of all, whoever thinks that is weird needs to go and sit somewhere and hit their head on the wall. Did they invent the app? I beg, please.
That's what Drake was trying to get Kendrick on, and I'm like, I can tell Drake don't get like real friends and relationships, because I follow my man's girls. They follow me. Like, what's the problem?
But okay, so with that, what is the point of you following them though? Like, I'm not saying it's a problem, but what is the reason to follow?
So what is the reason of us all being friends?
Right.
Who say y'all are friends though?
We hang out.
That sounds like a PP. That sounds like a personal
problem. I don't have a personal problem, and it's not it's not about being insecure, because I'm damn sure secure with my relationship. But it's just the fact of like what is I'm not saying it's a problem to follow, but like, you know how they'd be like, your friends are not my friends and stuff like that. Like, what is the purpose of you following?
I mean, if that's the case, you're not gonna follow all my friends, because you know what I'm saying. But if it's significant friends that we parlay, we chill,
right, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm with this person. Why can't you follow them?
Listen, I don't give a rat's ass what you think. If your friend is a fashionista, I'm following your friend because they know fashion. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. Look, it could be some other girl I follow. Why is it so different? Like, what is the point? Why are you so fixed on the fact that it's okay? If I was acting on it, like if I was on there, like every day, that's a whole different thing. You know what I mean?
I think people are just saying that because they're thinking something else might happen or go on. Right. Like, let's just keep it real. Like, they're not saying it for no reason. They're thinking,
something else, my God, the person is sitting right
there.
It
can happen. It always happens outside of social media. So why are you worried about that little fun?
Correct. You can bump into someone in person and they can hit it off.
Now, if you're out there liking booty ass pictures of my friends, now that's a different conversation. But
I can't like your friends' booty pics.
No, I keep my friends' booty pics more.
Not that. I feel like at the end of the day, that's more telling of the kind of person that you are, the partner, right?
Correct.
If you're on there,
the one liking or the one posting. So your friend.
No, if you're on there every time somebody does that, and sometimes you just don't do things not because it's wrong, but the perception of it. Now you're accountable to a whole other person. Right. We come back to that point. You have to be responsible with certain things. So now you just I don't know.
Hey, wait, let me ask this. Let me ask you this. Right? So what's the difference? So if I come and tell you that, in my experience, my friend who was suited up, right, in a suit and a tie, looking flat. If I tell you the experience you got with me liking the booty pic is the same as you liking the suit, would you want to accept that argument?
How is it? You have to explain to me how it's the same.
I don't know. If I see you liking it that way, it's like in my mind, it's like, you know, it's like, you know.
Oh, say because you don't like me liking me with a suit as much as you don't. That's what you mean?
Yeah, like the reverse. Yeah.
Yeah, like
if you say, I mean, if that's something that makes you uncomfortable, then we'll talk about it. Then I'll have to stop.
Okay.
Yeah, because like for example, if I'm dating my girl and my girl and she knows, and I love, and she loves me.
That's true though. That's
and one
true.
of my
That's
boys,
nice.
like AK said, the reason why I got so into wearing suits was because of him. So she sees him as well wearing suit, and he's dapper all the time, and she's there liking all his pictures. That's kind of like them cheeks being out low key. Pause, but like it's about the same thing because you have a liking of it.
So wait, let me ask you this then. So you are getting mad that your man is liking your friend's booty pictures, but then your man is constantly masturbating to other women, and you're not mad? Make it make sense.
I don't know why she was not mad about either of them, but either of
That
them.
nigga don't know that hoe. That's why. The hell? He don't know that girl. And bust a nut. That's it.
So you wait.
I mean, I think at the end of the day, motive is telling of the action, right? Hey, listen, sometimes it is just as quick as somebody posted, like, you keep it moving. Somebody you like, and just like you said, I could be lusting over a guy who's sued because he's dapper than my man. That's equally lost. Whereas something you probably just saw the picture, she was at the beach, and you just clicked and you kept on moving. So I think motive is very telling of the action. I wouldn't be too quick to.
And what about when you're dating somebody, and this for everybody, you're dating somebody and you introduce them to one friend. Then the next thing you know, you guys break up and they're hollering at them. How do y'all feel about that? Like now they're dating.
What's my problem? We broke up.
Okay. All right.
Parigo, good luck.
That's a flag on the plate for me.
Wait, because you missed the conversation last week. Is it my man's, like, are we good mans and stuff? Because you missed the conversation last week, because I already sat here and said none of my bitches is talking to none of the niggas that I spoke to. And that's just that. Like, I'm not gonna talk
about
none of the guys that
the group chat. You gotta be invited to the group chat.
Yeah, that you know about. Gotcha.
No, what I know. What I know for a fact.
Okay. Only Lord knows.
I know we did.
All that is good and well until people start having strong feelings for other people.
Yo, you know,
and you will know that
your sister. Hey,
bruh, like, because you find yourself hanging around that person.
Well, then find another person to have strong feelings for.
Oh, really? You gonna do your friend like that?
What level of staginess is that?
Is there a statute of limitation?
I did not know.
What you say?
Like somebody you talked to maybe 7 years ago.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, can that be okay?
I mean, if it's like, if we didn't do anything, if it's just like casual, like, if it's like casual, but if I'm sitting here and I just fucked the nigga now, and y'all are sitting here like we were potentially almost trying to get into something, and then like, that's just weird.
I won't lie to you.
I just think it's a respect thing for me. It's just a respect thing. Like, I'm just not gonna do it.
Tutu, I don't think it's weird. I think the word you're looking for it hurts. It sucks. That's the word. It's not weird. It sucks. And just because it does, because you were. I was hoping, and
that was me.
I wasn't chosen.
Someone else.
That's what it. Let's call it what it is, because we mask
call it out
on that different thing. You're hurt. That's what it is. But hey, if you're the one that got chosen, and I didn't, me denying you do still not gonna make me get chosen. Bro. I just go and nurse my wounds somewhere, and good luck to the both of you.
Been in a relationship for 3 years with a guy. The guy got married in 1 month with another chick.
Like, what? It's happened before though. I've had like women that I dealt with that, you know, my guys, you know, dealt with.
That's because
what? Yeah, y'all hoes.
We already had this conversation last week, so it's okay.
I charge it to the game, you know.
Hey,
I free myself.
Yes,
and I let them do that.
Go to therapy and cry with your therapist.
Yeah, free agent.
Because I mean, when I leave a situation,
you're gone.
I leave with my head held high.
Yes,
and I know who I am.
Look.
I know I am that dude.
Shooting up.
And besides, like, I don't own that woman. We done. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Okay.
I was never anywhere in the first place.
You know, it was just my sister.
His name
I
is
was
off the
never
list.
anywhere in the first place.
This
So
guy this nigga AK wiping all prints, fingerprints, all the prints.
Hey yo. All right, y'all.
I was never here.
T. Question
Tutu,
for you.
before you move on, let me ask you a reverse for that, your question.
Uh-huh.
So say the guy you dated before that and you guys broke up and you met somebody else and you're in a nice thing with this new guy going and your friend likes the other guy, you still gonna say no?
Wait, if I'm what?
If you had someone that you broke up,
okay,
and then after them you found another guy and you have a nice situation, little relationship going with them and all, and your friend and your ex, yeah, you still gonna step in and be
I just be like, why out of all the niggas, why
you not focus on what you have?
but honestly, for real, like, I think it depends on the capacity of how far me and that person was.
You guys were far. You guys were far.
You are very.
You have mixed body.
You know what? Call me stingy then, because I'll just be a stingy ass person.
That's what it is.
I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever met like a group of people? Let's say you and your homegirls met like a group of guys, and you know, maybe like both of you guys were interested or found the guy attractive, but he chose one. But after like talking to them, you found out like, man, maybe these people might have been a better match. Because I feel like I've met a group where I talked to somebody, I'm like, man, I chose the wrong one. You know?
Yeah, and I said that last episode where I was like, there's been an instance where I've seen a fine nigga and then I seen his friend. I was like, oh, wait a minute, your friend is fine. Like it's been, but like if I think somebody is, then if I think
like fine. Like just compatibility.
Yeah, like if that's the case, if I think like, okay, maybe my homegirl might be okay for this person, then by all means, if I'm interested in them, then and it just not compatible, then hey, go ahead.
Real life situation. I actually was, I met this shorty and we're rapping, and then her friend came from the bathroom, and I was like, hey, but they didn't really give it any thought. So I asked her what her education level was, as she said, and then I don't know, for some reason her friend also mentioned her educational level. And I was like, whoa, okay, cool. Yeah, I just shook her hand. I was like, yo, I'm just going to talk to your friend real quick. And then for the rest of the evening, I was on this other side just because, yeah. So, I mean, if my preference is this, why should I go ahead and keep acting like this is where I really want to be? This is where I really should belong. So, sorry, but no sorry. I'm here.
So you chose the person with the higher education level.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry. Yeah.
It'd be like that, I guess. Well,
it just be complicated when that person that you didn't choose starts being salty and then breaks the relationship with that other friend. It should be messy. I've seen so many different like variations of this situation that I'm just like, I think people just be in their feelings too much. That's all it is.
That's when you walk away, my guy. You walk away, and then you meet her someday when she's not with that friend.
Lord,
okay.
Plan ahead. Think of the future.
I'm about to do word of the week, but T, real quick, a question for you. You meet the man of your dreams. He's short on the bill on the first date. You cover the remaining balance. What's your next move?
First day he shortened the bill and I cover the balance. What's my next move?
Mm-hmm.
If I had a good time, we going out again.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna show you a good time.
Yeah.
Somebody had commented and said, well, that's not the man of my dreams if he's short on the bill in the first place. I was like, well, at this point, but I do agree. Like if you're short and you had a really good time, then by all means.
But I mean, come on, brother. It's the first day. Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the first day. I mean, come correct. But you think shit happens, life happens. I mean, you come correct and then something happens. So it's just like, okay, it is what it is.
We're both going out for a vibe. We're all trying to catch a vibe at that point. Like, of course. Why the fuck not?
Message that friend. Hey, bro.
Okay, y'all. Moving on. Word of the week. Y'all ready? Y'all don't laugh at me because this word too myself is real ghetto out here.
Hey, fellas, hold on. Okay, reverse. Then, fellas, if you guys are, on a date, like she shows up and, her week, her
You know what, AK? Relax on
Her
that.
lace
Lace
front.
Thank
fronts.
you.
Called lace
Relax on that.
Yeah,
They
that
can
one.
always
There you
coming
go.
for people's
Lace fronts.
places.
It's
And
popping out.
and the makeup is not blended it very well, and
Shine.
it's very distracting. Are you going to
Hey.
say something?
Hell yeah.
Do you still find her attractive or not? If
No,
you're not
so
attractive,
my honest answer is I won't say anything directly at that moment because I wouldn't want to kill her vibe. But like the closer, if we continue like seeing each other, I'm gonna speak up because we can't keep going out together and I'm supposed to be somebody who likes you. Like if I don't say anything, bro, I don't like you that much, and we're not gonna be going out.
How you gonna say it? Because I think that's a problem. It's not a problem saying it. It's how you say it.
Yeah, exactly. How would I say it? How would I say it? Oh,
we got to eyewitness testimony after you're done.
Before we go out, like if we communicate often, like FaceTime, like, oh, let me see, what you got on? Oh, what do you got on? And I'm gonna see the hair, and I'm like, oh, you probably did you mean to do that right there? Like, is that correct? Ain't it supposed to be darker? Is it supposed to be that light? Like, act dumb, but you know what you're saying. So it's just more like, oh, okay. And then most of the time, y'all ladies will be like, I know, right? I've been trying to fix it, da da da. And I'm like, go ahead, I'll let you know. Let me help you fix it. And I'll start sending you links. I'll send you.
Directly. I don't know what you're talking about. Directly.
That's an extra mile.
I'll be like, bro.
Go ahead, Fem Dizzle.
nah, it's
Like
funny.
right there at the dinner table, bro.
I'll be like, bro, whatever you were trying to blend there, some shit backfired, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
AK is just rude. That's just what it is. That's so mean. Go ahead. What's your story? Go ahead. Story time.
I mean, like, Lord, I think I'm not a mean person, so I'm not going to like call out unless if I feel like whatever I say is going to help them, from embarrassing themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I remember way back, this when I used to still go to park and I used to work in the city. So I met this girl. I'm trying to understand. I don't know if FaceTime wasn't popping back then because I should have seen her before, but it was a friend. One of my homeboys had a homegirl, so there was a connection through her. We met at the park, and like, man, it's like I seen a ghost when I saw her. I was like, God damn, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
her makeup wasn't blended.
It wasn't. It was. I mean, she had the. It was heavy acne. It was just a lot going on, and I was like, God damn. And I'm not. I don't even think I'm a superficial person, But I was like, man, nah. This. I'm not mean spirited, but this ain't.
You actually spoke to her?
Bro, we was vibing through text like a mug, bro.
I mean, in person. You spoke to her in person?
That was the first meeting. It was at Park. So yeah, so she came. I was like, man, I'm not a
you're braver than me,
dude.
bro.
Bro, let me tell you how wild it was. I didn't even freaking sit down. I didn't wait, but I ordered food though, because they got the bomb mac and cheese and wings.
Mac and cheese.
I'm like, yeah, bring that. I ordered a drink, and I think I told my man to call me or something.
Oh man.
I let the food. I paid. Yeah, I didn't even sit down. Like we stood up by the bar, and I was like, nah, I had to go. And then I created something, but I couldn't. Yeah, it was that bad.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it was that bad. But like I said, I didn't tell her. After that, I faded the conversation, and it's crazy. I seen her recently at a wedding. She was married.
Well, somebody loved her acne
Right.
face.
She was with her spouse, so I was like, man, this is dope.
Did she still?
Did she
recognize you? Yeah, she the one that spotted me.
Oh
no, I'm saying, does she still have acne?
It got a little better, but but I was just happy, like, damn, because like I said, I'm not a mean person. It's just that I wasn't like attracted to the individual that I met, physically, but I wasn't gonna like try to break her spirit because that's not what I do. So, like I said, when I saw her with her husband, she introduced this is my husband. I was like, God is good.
You better than.
God is
Good job.
I'm happy.
You better than
Can
me,
you
bro.
hear that?
You better than me, bro. One
You
time.
hear that, ladies?
One time, actually, when I was supposed to go on a date, like from the one of these dating apps or whatever, showed up to location. I mean, I gotta show up late, in this situation right here. I think I'm the diva here. So, anyways, but moving on. I showed up, like 5 minutes late, of course. Bruv, like the table I peeped, like, where you at? Like, yeah, I peeped again. I said, where? I look again. I said, yeah, not happening, bro.
He wilding. He said,
You
where?
stood her up. You left her.
Yeah.
That's so mean.
I actually turned around. I went back in the car, but I said, you know what? My GPS brought me to this other location that's like across town. So I have to make it back all the way over there. And there's traffic. And yeah, man. Like, nah, I was
That's
not.
so mean.
Same.
I must navigate. Do you say
that.
Nah, he said Shorty was at the table. He
Never, but like the photo.
He didn't go.
The photo to the person, bro. It's like, it's bad night, bro. Like,
telling you, catfish.
Bad night, bro. Like, nah. So,
was her photo like taken at an up angle only?
Huh?
Did she take the picture? Did she have a lot of pictures from the top angle? A lot?
No. It was one of those. Like,
nah, you asking the wrong question. Did she have filters on?
Exactly.
It's the filters.
Like,
it's the filters.
Yeah, the filters. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
yes,
type shit.
That shit.
That IG Halo when it first came out. Oh my god, that shit was played out. All the girls with the Halo, like, take that shit down. You ain't no damage.
They got you, man.
I know what's funny. No, it's funny. I was actually praying for a situation like that to see, if shit like is really real. Because I keep hearing of catfishing. I was actually praying for some shit that happened, and then it happened. I was like,
you ask what you want.
How am I gonna handle this? And man, when I tell you, I was out of there in a heartbeat, bro.
I'm ready for that.
Gone. Like, I didn't even look back, man. Like, no.
Okay, y'all. So let's wrap this up. Where did
wrap it up?
Dude, have you even stood up? Why are you so mad?
Who?
Tutu.
Have I been stood up? No, I've never been stood up.
Have you stood up someone though? That's probably the question.
I don't think I stood them up. I just canceled because I just wasn't.
Okay, this different lingo. No.
Yeah, I just canceled on them because it was just.
You gave them vocabulary. You didn't stand up.
Yeah.
It's just not given. But I've stopped talking to somebody because obviously when you're in the club it's dark so you can't really see, but then the lights came on and they wasn't what I expected them to look like.
The lights came on.
The lights came on. When the lights come on, that's when the real truth come out. Like
when you dancing with someone and the lights come on.
Women care, like the leave outs be leaving out. They be left out for sure. Like
sweating out.
They hit that look back. It's just giving too much. Like, yeah. So
give you that look back.
I was like, we were having a great conversation throughout the whole night, and I was like, okay, whatever. And then the lights turned on, and for one, he was short, and I was like, yeah, no, that's not right.
He should have wore his mask.
Can imagine you feeling that, but reverse it. If we guys put on makeup, just imagine.
First of all, whenever I go out, I don't even do too much because nobody be sitting there sweating out their makeup and stuff. Absolutely not.
It ain't cheap. It ain't cheap.
But I'm talking about like all the other, to that same what you mentioned. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Anyways.
Oh, people not cute in the face and stuff. Yeah.
It's the makeup. Like the makeup and the club lights. They have a relationship that it's a very, very tight relationship. It's like they made certain makeup for club lights, because when it falls on there, the way it makes you so beautiful.
Hey, yo.
And then when the real fluorescent light comes on, you're like, Jesus. It's like,
you gotta make sure you do the test before you leave the house. Make sure that your makeup is suitable in all different types of lights.
So you go through all the light checks
Not even. You just know if you just got the right makeup and stuff like that, then if you just know that you.
Wow, no wonder. 2 hours.
Hey, yo.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you see me with my makeup. Let me put my disclaimer out there. If you see me with makeup, I don't match mind your business because I don't know how to do makeup. Focus on the things I have going for me. I was trying to look.
That would not be a problem, T.
Hey, yo.
I'm just trying to look cute for you.
She got the right dress. She got her hair right.
She said, focus on the things.
Okay, no, but for real though, at this point, I make sure because I don't have time to be sitting there embarrassing myself. So let me just make sure.
And the crazy part is, you just came out to come and have a little bite of food, and you put so much makeup on your face. And I mean, carry us to one of the week before we get lost in it.
No, because she's putting an effort to look cute for you. That's what it is. She may not have hit the mark, but she put that extra effort to look cute. Unlike you who showed up with ashy ankles.
Okay, or ashy hairs. Ashy ass hairs.
Voila. I just came to the bathroom to wash my hands. You know.
But anyways, I just wash my hands.
I don't give a damn. Put some damn lotion on her or something afterwards. The hell? Let me tell you, in the girls' bathroom at the clubs, you got lotion, you got big boy, you got
that's girls' bathroom.
Yeah.
All I know is this. Don't come and hit me with you put in so much effort, and your effort falls on the negative spectrum of the,
Well, to you, but to her, she probably thinks she a bad bitch. So
knock her
down
now. It's up here. Imagination is key.
You know, that's so crazy, T. Like, sometimes us girls would think that we just so bad, but the niggas inside really be like, this bitch is not cute at all. Like, they really be thinking like that. That's so crazy.
Because makeup does not fix. It doesn't fix everything.
Makeup is not supposed to fix. It's supposed to just enhance. You're not.
All right. Well, makeup does not enhance everything.
Girls don't know that. Some girls don't know that.
Become natural bare face, like.
Well, I'm sorry. Me and T.
One makeup, that don't enhance anything. I'm trying to find out real quick.
Tall.
Like the one. sometimes you don't know how to do it, so it doesn't look right. So don't force it. Just because you put a lot of it on does not mean it hides what. Like it does. It does not mean it looks good. Too much of every. Too much of.
You're putting highlights, and your dark skin. The highlight is not matching.
Like. First of all, like, I mean, and speak from my standpoint. I mean, you wear too much when niggas like do too much for their fits. Versace, all this, and you come, bro, it's tacky.
Thank you.
So it goes to the same thing. It's the same way. Like, don't do too much, bro. Just come chill. Just chill. Just relax.
You know, the crazy part is, it's like, I don't, this one, I don't really be understanding. Maybe somebody else has to paint the picture for me. But you really take white powder and powder your face, and then you come out.
White powder.
You really you could really tell, like from here, like down like this. No, from here, like here. Yeah, like it's like
it's not blending from the neck up.
It's like the mask. You know what I mean? It's like the mask.
He said like the mask.
Like
check the neck.
A different color, bro. Like.
Catch your eye. Tell us how y'all really feel.
I mean,
as a part,
honestly, if you beautiful in my eye, you beautiful. Yeah. And if you do your makeup because you like it, hey, that's but
see, one of my sister's wedding, bro. I walked up to her wedding and I told her, whoever your makeup, I'm sorry it's your day, but you know how we are. I'm sorry, whoever their makeup artist is. I don't know if she has a heavy hand, but then. If I gotta take off your makeup, my sister, I gotta do this. Like I have to peel it off like this because I don't know if they're trying to hide your beauty. Because now you look like a whole different person. Your beauty is gone. But again, congratulations for your wedding. But I mean, shit. I walked away. Every time I looked at, I was like, damn, makeup. Oh, I mean, and she attested to it too. She was like, damn, they get Kimi myself. Makeup, look. I can't even sweat in peace. She was like, I feel like the sweat is going underneath the makeup. I was like, anyways, man, let me just go to church, bro, because now you're making me laugh. But,
the word.
Mario story. We love makeup, though, ladies. We love makeup. Keep putting in effort. Keep putting effort.
We love makeup because I hate that shit.
It will. Tutu.
That's what they be saying. We like natural. We like this. Oh no, not that natural. Not that. What you now want?
Yeah, and then when we don't have makeup on, all of a sudden is why we don't do this and that.
We don't put effort to show.
I guess said, what's up? He coming to Dallas soon.
Who?
Will. He said he's looking for a friend in Dallas.
T live in Fort Worth. She lived down
They said Tutu. Why you calling my name? The man knows what he wants. He said Tutu. You think he did not see me here? We just talk about this thing that people choose who they want to choose. Why are you dragging me? Answer your question.
Come in the frame, brother. Come in the frame.
We're doing MCJ.
Oh my goodness.
My man said you got a gorgeous smile.
Yeah, he did.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you do have a nice smile. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Papa Dukes.
Papa Doe's eating steak and shrimp.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So what you say? What do you think?
Y'all are messy as ever. You said
So what?
You don't like compliments?
I said thank you. I said thank you. I appreciate it.
Are you
He
blushing?
said he's coming in.
I don't blush.
Tutu, are you in a relationship?
Can we finish the word of the week?
No, answer the question.
You're supposed to be my sister girl. What are you
trying to play Therese?
I am. I'm looking out for you. Answer the question.
We just trying to get to know you.
Oh my gosh. I am single.
Okay. That's what's up.
What day you coming, Will?
Azeez.
I'll be down there September the 12th.
Yes, sir. That's T-Money B-Day.
Yeah, I'll be down there on the 12th.
Therese is taking your
Intentional. We talked about it. Intentional.
Hey, keep taking notes, T. Keep taking notes.
I am.
12 to 16, Tutu.
I'm weak.
The 16, 12 to 16. Okay.
Please.
Hey, Tutu,
Yes.
we will remind you for you.
The 12 is a Thursday, just to let you know. It's a Thursday. So you know, 2 or 3 of those days are the weekend.
Thank you, friendly.
He landed at DFW. He landed after you get off work.
At DFW.
DFW, yep.
Really? Can I get my word of the week?
Southwest.
Southwest is not in DFW, sir.
No.
That's a love
It's
field.
No.
American.
Delta.
No, I'm doing.
Oh, Delta. Remember that conversation about Delta?
Oh, you're going to Houston?
Then we're going to drive. We're going to drive.
Oh, drive up to the. Okay.
He's going to Houston, but he's going to detour to Dallas to see you.
Oh, that's dedication.
Put it down.
Word of the week.
This notepad in the pen that is killing me right now. It's sending me notepad in the pen. Can I finish my word of the week, please?
No, the man was not done. Hold your horses. Was that all?
All this piggybacking that you have been doing this in
That answer. She's single.
Ray to get to know. You know, this a gentleman right here. You feel me?
A scholar.
What kind of what qualities do you look for in a brother, in a king?
I like that.
That's a conversation for their dates. Don't meddle.
Exactly. Thank you for the date. Thank you. Leave it for the date.
Thank you.
Leave it for the date.
Hey,
Oh my God.
Why my bad glasses?
This is over here trying over the kill.
It is the fact that T is so serious. She's not even like she's so dead.
You need to change your profession. You need to be a matchmaker.
Leave it for the date.
You said what?
Nothing. I didn't
Who,
say.
me?
I beg word of the week. They will exchange, right? Don't worry. They'll exchange info.
Your profession. You need to be a matchmaker or a mediator or something, or like something. That's right.
Me?
Yeah. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, Lord.
Don't worry.
Anyways, can I move on to word of the week now?
I don't know. I think we're good now.
And it better be dedication.
That man said you stand out. What you say to that?
Oh, he says I stand out.
Ooh, okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
He said that smile is giving demure.
That's the
Your word again.
Very cutesy.
Very cutesy. Very intelligent. Very demure. Okay. This
some nice compliments. I like.
Send us those notes, please.
You're giving them here.
Send us those notes. What you want to
This
do?
week's word is colloquially.
Hey, Willie feels very colloquially about you.
Putting you in sentences now, bro. You in there, bro?
Hey,
Okay.
it don't even matter
Gotta
if
put you in
I'm
a
using
sentence.
that word correctly. The word
Define
itself makes sense.
Okay. Okay.
Define it. Define it. Let's hear it.
Define it.
It is an adjective. Y'all remember what an adjective is? It's an adjective.
Describing.
It's spelled COLLOQUIALLY. And the definition is words used in ordinary or familiar conversation. So an example of how you use it, if you want to sound intelligent like me, you should use my amazing words of the week colloquially.
Now,
So words used normally and what frequently?
Words used in ordinary or familiar conversation.
Ordinary or frequent.
Like the compliments that they just paid you, something like that.
Wow.
It makes sense. See, I told you I used it correctly.
Or you just put that shit in a motherfucking sentence and you just said that shit sounded sound. Please.
But I was right.
Anyways, but yeah, so that's the word of the week.
Thank you very much.
To Will said, "Are you a roses woman, or you prefer guys that open doors?"
She both.
I like both.
Okay.
I like both. Yeah.
Oh man, I was like, "Where's the option?"
that's the guy.
So what's the option? I like roses. I like pink roses.
Specific.
Specifics.
I accept all types
Favorite
of
restaurant in Texas?
I don't have a favorite restaurant. I just let people choose. And
I
I don't have a favorite restaurant. I'm not picky.
An uncomplicated queen. We love that.
Very demure, very uncomplicated,
simple.
very cutesy. But yeah. All right.
And she like 6-inch Brazilian wavy.
I like what?
26-inch wavy Brazilian.
Hair?
First of all, let me tell you something, baby boy. I could fit anything. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah?
Whether it's a jet black, you know, a little side part, middle part, something.
So you telling me you can fit a Halle Berry John on your head?
Maybe, probably. But yeah.
Man, let's close. Anyways, man. In conclusion, what you guys got? Lloyd, check us out, man. Conclusion.
The topics of the conversation in this podcast today was very colloquially.
Huh?
It was very colloquially.
Not colloquially, colloquial.
Oh, I thought you had a Y at the end.
No, the word is colloquially, but you don't use it colloquially.
Oh, colloquial. Right. Past tense and present tense. Right. But yeah, I enjoyed this podcast, especially since this was my comeback. Had a great time. I miss you guys.
Come back for where? You're going to be on again next week.
Welcome.
Relax. This nigga sound like he's not going to be next week.
He's setting you guys up for next week. So
you said what?
Nah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Nah, I was done.
Oh, okay.
All right. T. Conclusions.
My conclusions. Learn accountability. It's an active word, active process. Try not to look at things through your own filter and biases. If everybody does the work, we'll be better for it.
Yeah, so Chef T, Baba Azeez, Will, Diesel, conclusions from you guys there. Nominate one person.
One?
Let Will give the
nominate one person to give the
Will.
Y'all are just so messy.
Mr. Will, close us out, man.
Oh, Will.
So no, I thoroughly enjoyed the conversation here. I'm new to the group. Hopefully, y'all give me an opportunity to come back. I've listened to some different perspectives, so I was able to take some new information in. So is greatly appreciated. And
Progressive, man.
yeah. Y'all good peoples. All right.
You're
That's
welcome. You're welcome.
We're all good people, but there's one better person, right?
Hey, you got a point there. Yes, you're correct.
Hey, that's John Stockton right there. Magic Johnson level.
I know.
He did.
Exactly. He
Pass
gave
it
a
to Hustle.
big assist. No look passes.
Right.
No look.
Come on.
I try.
with small hands. And let's go ahead with your conclusion. Sorry.
Oh, that's for after the podcast. You ain't gonna let that slide.
What happened?
That's it.
I must have missed something.
Small but
What's your
mighty.
conclusion?
Oh, I don't have a conclusion. Thanks everyone for joining. It was nice meeting you, Will. And
I like how Tutu does that.
It's gonna be even better in person.
Mm-hmm.
wow. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw how
I
she
feel like
added so many extra L's in his name. Damn.
you said what?
You added so many L's. Well.
It's like our word of the week.
You dragged us.
It was so demure.
Yeah.
Very demure. But no, but thank you guys, family. Thanks for joining as well too. The topics,
Please forget me.
the topics and conversations were good. But yeah, that's really it.
Look how I'm blushing and throwing things on the floor.
Yeah, these things are falling.
I don't blush. It was my laptop charger. Y'all,
You are blushing if you did not realize.
I don't blush.
But the blush looks good on you.
It's look good.
If you don't blush, what do you do?
I just smile. I'm literally always smiling. Haven't y'all noticed that? I literally always smile.
Any woman who does not blush has a problem.
Well, I guess I got a problem, sister girl.
No, because you're blushing. It looks good. It's
somebody that's supposed to be a sister girl is here.
I am. I'm looking now.
Okay, what's your conclusion?
My conclusion is there's no conclusion, but there's always a conclusion. But anyways, man, appreciate you guys, man, as always. Thank you all for joining, and hit that subscribe button if I really don't have a conclusion, so no wait for it. Hit that subscribe button if it's your first time. So Will, please hit that subscribe button. You know,
Hey, chill out. Negotiations is my
hey, please hit that subscribe button, for weekly notifications. And we PWC Cast on all social platforms and Palm Wine Central on all streaming and all streaming platforms. Palm Wine Central Podcast. And this episode is sponsored by SITM Podcast. Go follow them on all social and streaming platforms. And I'm with my good people's T, Tutu, Will, shout out, Baba Azeez, Pim Dizzle, shout out to you, man. You need to come back again with Will. Tayo, leave your chin alone. There's no beard there. Leave it alone.
I'm not touching nothing though. Hey, don't mind you, bro.
Baba Lord,
Gotta come for your boy.
okay.
You know I'm ready.
We outed, man. Peace.